captain's log. Using the light speed breakaway factor, the Enterprise has moved back through time. Our mission? Historical research.
Captain, I'm getting something.
Put it on audio.
There's an old-style weather satellite in orbit below us. If I could bounce off it, I could get some good views. I've got it.
Tie us in.
Hide in, sir.
24 hours of programming. Here's some bullshit that happened somewhere today. We've got some footage here of the bullshit, which began just after 3 o'clock this afternoon, when residents in this neighborhood were shocked to see this fairly common thing happening. An attractive witness described the event in breathless terms.
I went to my window and I was like, whoa, there's some bullshit happening.
That happened right over there. I'm an older man, so you can trust what I say.
Authorities in special uniforms rushed to the scene to stand around while our cameras filmed them. Our reporter Keith Collins joins us now live from the scene of the bullshit through the use of expensive technology. Good to be with you again, Keith. We have a colorful graphic here that shows instant...
Case, I want to find out at a level of 7. Okay, so I find that level on my graph, and I come horizontally to my gradient line. Where it intersects with my gradient line, I'm going to come straight down to where it intersects with my fuck around line. Now, there's going to tell me how much I have to fuck around to find out what I need to find out. See, as you can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out. So I hope this lesson is helpful.
I hope this lesson is helpful. That's the man, the fuck around and find out man. Sorry for the long intro. Sorry about that. We got a lot to talk about tonight. I'm looking for Mike. Mike, where do you... I need you, Mike. Damn, Mike. Be like Mike. Hit the like. All right, here's the deal, people. Lots to talk about. Unfortunately, man, it has come to the realization of myself that I have to go live more. Now, I do know this off the top. Candace, what's happening, mama? Don didn't go to sleep yet, did he? We got Don joining. We got Don joining to debunk the people. There's been a lot of ridiculous gaslighting going on. We're going to talk tonight about, I'm going to start this off with Ernie. I am going to then, we have to rewind before we can go forward. So the last 2 live streams that I've done, we had Ernie on last time. I want to kind of recap about that. And then the live before that was that fucking nutcase that said that she claims that Candace gave her Summer. That lady is out there. Now, I want to recap on these 2 things because there's been things happening since both those lives. Okay, so we have to go back before we can go forward. But moving forward, we have Benjamin and Grift and Cher doing the worst attempt at gaslighting I have ever seen. It is just, it's comical, but it is important that you pay attention. And when we get there, we'll get there. So we'll briefly talk about that. Then we have BHB, okay, which ties into it. Keep up. I've been posting stuff, and I want to talk about the Melon Soto case because, look, that case is extremely graphic. It is extremely upsetting to watch, to hear, to learn about every little detail of it. But I can assure you and promise you not only what's going to happen, but who's going to do it. Because this happened in the Sunshine State and the free state of Florida. And I have plenty of experience of what's going to happen to the stepfather. And I will explain, and I will actually tell you who's going to do it. So we'll get into all that. Also, Also, guys, hold me to this. Moderators, hold me to this. I don't want to miss any of these subjects. Also, I want to recap the guy who has stubbed his toe, the guy who shoves broomsticks in people's assholes. I'm dead serious. Anybody who's watching this on the recap or in the live, when I talk about some of these tragedy pimps, some of these creators, if you hear me say like a dig or a comment about them and you don't know what I'm saying, please bring it to my attention. Please bring it to my attention. Okay. Because I'm going to be talking about these people tonight. And if I say something and you think it's a joke, because I might say it kind of in a humorous way, but if I say, if I'm talking about somebody and I say something and you don't understand it, please feel free to make me explain. Okay, whether I have to show you a receipt for it, because anybody that I'm talking about tragedy pimp wise, we've covered in detail tonight. Who's on a thumbnail and the title, whatever I just said. So I want to be transparent because sometimes I'm not the best with the comments, guys. This is a fault that I have, and I apologize. I love my subscribers. Okay, I love my subscribers, and I appreciate you guys. And lately, I have not interacted with you guys as much as I want to. I am a channel who comments back to you guys. I'll always try to do that. I'm busy. I work. I'm tired now. I've been working very hard, a lot of overtime. But tonight, actually, me and wifey were supposed to go to see Tim McGraw in Tampa. However, tomorrow, I'm going to take wifey. We're going to go see Tim McGraw. Anybody in the Orlando area that wants to meet up, hit us up. We're going to go. But I'm just tired. I work a lot. But if you don't know what I'm saying, man, I want you to say it in the chat. I want you to reach out. If you don't want to say it in the chat because maybe you support the channel or something and you want it privately done, contact me outside of YouTube. If you're in the bushes, if you're a subscriber of mine, we talk to a lot of our subs, and I like to get to know you guys. So if you're a subscriber and you haven't reached out to us, do it. So let's rewind right fast before we move forward. Before I do that, hello, Trudy, how are you? Miss Joanne, what's happening? Trust Jesus. Jesus is always here. Hey, trust Jesus, man. CG, day one, A1 subscriber, man. I'm glad that you're in here. This morning I posted a post on my community, man. There's a channel, it's a Bible channel. I came to the internet talking about prison stuff. And remind me about that at the end of the live. We're going to be shifting back there a little bit. But I talked about my prison experience. I've talked about a lot of stories. And I talk about true crime, which involves a lot of like really crazy stuff. A lot of harm to children and just the most evil things, man. And the world is getting crazy. The world is getting crazy right now. You know, I posted a media picture of the Wells did not murder their children, Dr. Phil says. And immediately the Wells haters come shooting by. So I did something different and I had an epiphany. Not to shoot a dig at Ziggy or nothing, but I had Ziggy on this panel once. And we were talking very mutual. And she said she didn't know what woke meant. And it really, really hit like something with me. I just didn't understand that. She's a grown woman. There's so many things happening in the world. How could you not understand what that means? But it's fine. I give her credit for saying she didn't know what it meant. Is she an airhead? Well, maybe some people will say that. But the point that she didn't know what that meant, and the fact that she believes every conspiracy theory not the facts that law enforcement puts, but every conspiracy theory, and doesn't know what woke meant. It just blew my mind. So when I post this post today, I remembered that. And the Wells haters are coming by, and I have a new recipe for them. I love talking shit to the trolls back in the. I demolish them. I'm undefeated, actually, literally. Not to pat myself on the back or nothing, but I love just destroying them. You know, innocent until proven guilty. If you're in here, there was a troll that said, "Man, I should have screenshotted it." They said, "Can you hear the construction?" So I did a video on Josh the Lab, and the troll says, "Can you hear the construction across the street?" Okay, I get it. It's a dig. It's an ear joke, not a problem. So I said no, but I could hear a simp from 3 miles away. Then here's the double. Then they push back and say, "What? You don't have to be mean about it. I peeped what you're trying to do and beat you at your own game." Guess what happened? They delete their own comments all the time. I love it. So today, why I'm on this chat, give me a second, because I got a lot to talk about tonight. We got a lot to cover. I promise you. And we have Don awaiting for a link. So I got to do this quick. So today, here's my new recipe for the, we have so much to talk about. So today, I'm like, let me just throw this out here. I post a post, and this person says, let me see, what is her name? Let me embarrass her just a little bit more, because the fact that she didn't answer means that she doesn't know what it is. So this is how I'm going to do this with all these trolls. It is so epically awesome and funny, and and also it's educational because of what's going on in our world today. So I just want to show you guys this real fast before we get into a lot of topics tonight. So this one says, her name is Wood Fairy. It says the second paragraph in this article says it all. Tell us what happened, Candace. What are you afraid of? Who are you protecting and why? I said, or maybe she's doing none of that. Can I ask you something? Do you know what the WEF stands for? Just curious, since you're into all these conspiracy theories. Abso-fucking-lutely no response, because this is a Ziggy. This is some lady who believes every conspiracy theory about the Wells, but doesn't know what the World Economic Forum is and how that is affecting each country around the globe. I like to talk about politics and what's happening with the Great Reset and how our world is changing, and how there are so many people who are not woke, but not awake. And I'm going to start incorporating this in the comments of these morons, and I'll destroy them. And it'll be an educational lesson. Just a side note. But let's get the show started. Okay, look here, people. Look. So let's rewind before we go forward. 2 lives ago, I have a lady on the panel who is a nutcase. And I have to be honest. When I have her on, she says, I have this evidence. She's talking to Candace. She looks like an asshole. And she tries to show the chat something. We cannot see it. So she does email me something to her Google Drive. I then say, ma'am, can you do me a fave and change whatever settings that you have on there? Because I can't see a thing. She's sending me something that I can't open. Okay. So here's our correspondence, if you will. I said, she says, you realize that stunt you pulled last night could fuck up the investigators. And why did you say Cotton? Or who did? I told no one that name, and that's whose house that was. He's dead now. Again, another delay. Give me a second. because I didn't get the full screenshot, but let me read you this entire thread, which will actually tie into Ernie, and then we can move forward. Don, give me 1 second, brother. Give me 1 second, sir. I appreciate you. I know you're tired. So am I. Okay. So what I read, you realize. Okay. Okay, here we go. You realize that the stunt you pulled last night could fuck up the invest. This is her to me. Well, okay. So she sends me something I can't open. My response to her is, you have to adjust the settings on your drive. It's not letting me view anything. Okay, that's what's not included on the screen right now. So now what you see is the thread from that. You realize the stunt, this is her to me. You realize the stunt you pulled last night could fuck up the investigation. And why did you say cotton? Or did I told no one? Or who did I told no one that name? And that's whose house that was. He's dead now. Again, another delay. My response to that, whatever it is, hey, I didn't say anything about, quote, cotton. If you recall, you did. If you re-listened to it, I can't open the link from the drive that you made. Is there any other way you can resend the video? Maybe try sending it from Gmail to Gmail, since this is Yahoo. Maybe that is the tie-up, because I gave her White Boy Lockdown Radio at yahoo.com. So I gave her a Gmail address to send it to. And the response to this is, so apparently, was she emailing you as well?
Who?
The nutcase?
The fake lady justice line?
Yes.
No.
Okay, well, this is
I
interesting.
haven't heard anything about her
Well,
from her since I posted her screenshots from Facebook where she actually lied about us.
I'm going to show that
about
next.
the drug
So look at the screen. So she says, she goes, like I sent Noel hella shit. My man kept interrupting. That's why the press hasn't released it, because we still do not know who it was that actually got her.
I thought she said I took her. Boom.
Exactly.
Bitch.
What it gets weirder and weirder, people. So I say,
she didn't send me shit.
well, she's acting like she's telling. Okay, I didn't know, that's funny. So then she says, check Facebook LSTG. You need not call me names or act as if I'm a liar. I have been many things in life, but I'm not going to throw my 5 boys, or my husband in harm's way as a business owner for no reason. And you take my home address off there. I don't know who besides Candace told you my personal number, because I ain't associated with the company. Personally, my man's pissed the fuck off is what feeds our kids. Our business has nothing to do with Summer. Please, I respectfully
Refer to her video.
That wasn't even me in that video. What people, wait for it. My junkie sister took my shit. We kind of sound similar, but she does meth, and I could hear it in her voice. Please don't dox me when I was trying so hard to prove I have this kid. Lady, people, this lady is batshit fucking crazy.
Oh my God! Please show her.
Bat.
I just got out of rehab.
Okay, back. So before we can move forward, we have to move backwards. This lady just contradicted herself like 15 times in the email. It's not me. It's my sister on meth. She sounds identical to me. It's Cotton. I have the kid. Lady, what the fuck? Now watch this. Now watch this. There's so many receipts tonight that we're showing. Here we go. Here it is. So before the email that she sent me, excuse me, just so you guys understand, that live gets done. She emails me a link to something I can't open. So I respond, hey, change the settings. I just read you the whole thread. Now, before that, like 2 minutes after my live ended, this was posted on her Facebook. quitting a medicine I've been prescribed for 9 years all at once has been the best, worst week of my life. I volunteered for a mental eval just to hear them talk about my fen in my system, which is amphetamine. Off Amazon, Google, you name it, you can get it. Needless to say, I snatch an IV out hauled, here goes Don, of the hospital. And hey, what's up? Hold on one second. Hold on one second, brother. And hauled out of the hospital and back home. I feel much better now. It's been over a week. Anyhow, we still good over here in Oland, holding it down with this village Nuff said, but seriously, do not take Suboxone for 9 years. Okay, meat potatoes is she's trying to say that I'm making fun of her for being a addict. People, I never do that. I don't do that. I will call people out who I feel are using drugs because it takes one to know one, but I don't bash addicts. I never do that. Hold the thought. I'm going to have Don come on, and then we have to go back to Ernie. We got to go backwards to forwards. I haven't even said the chat yet. I love everybody. Hold on. Donald, how are you?
I have to talk to Ernie's show, really.
What's that?
I have to really talk to Ernie's show.
Oh, I interviewed him. No, I haven't said that about. All right, Don, look.
Hey, no, for real, somebody, that addiction is crap. Hey, man, I'm very familiar with addiction. Yeah, it's a bear.
All right, listen.
I feel for it. Yeah, but anyways, what's going on, brother?
So I'm gonna jump ahead of my own stream right now. Right,
Okay.
At some part of this stream, I'm gonna be talking about Cher and Benny Keys. However, Cher, well, both of them and BHB for that matter, have this narrative that I'm beating up Noelle, despite the fact that she's always in my lives.
Yeah.
We post pictures all the time on social media where we go places.
She loves you so much, bro.
Wait. What I want to ask you is, Cher keeps telling the community that you told her that I beat up Noelle.
No. The only time we was concerned for Noelle is when you was locked up, brother. Because everybody was coming after her and trying to break her down, just like they done me and Candace many times over. And yeah, we was definitely worried for her. She was in serious trouble when you was locked up, bro. But we knew as soon as you got out of jail, she was so happy and she was so glad that you was out, bro. And we knew that she was in good hands when you got out of jail. And that's exactly how it went. Yeah, we was definitely worried about her when you was locked up because all these people was attacking her and trying to.
So those people,
just like they done us, me and Candace.
Well, listen, this is comical because.
It is comical.
Well, listen, remember when I came back to see you guys, Cher was one of the big people with the black eyes and broken noses, which was completely debunked. But in that live,
and that video of her licking the spoon after snorting all that meth and stuff. I mean, gosh damn, come on, Cher, fucking really, stupid bitch, you can't come up with nothing better than that. Come on, man.
Don, did you ever see when?
Can I please say this real quick?
You can say whatever you want, brother.
Cher. Really, after all you've been through, and you finally got your kids back after welfare kicked them out and sent them back to you after you ran out of the country to avoid all your everything you had going on in this country. You fucking run, and Mark was good enough to take you in. And after all you've been through, thank God, praise the Lord that you got your children back. But now you're going to teach your daughters to be like this? Wow. It blows my mind, Cher. It really does. You need to teach your daughters better than this, Cher. Come on, man.
Do you remember when she first got her kids back, how she had made them like awkwardly sit in her live streams? It was so awkward. Like the community knows it. Like,
I'm just. We need Kansas cement for so much shit between Hawkins County, DCS, and all this shit. It just blows my fucking mind.
So, Don, let me ask you this.
The thing of it is, bro, is Cher has been through the same thing. She's been through exactly what we've been through, and she wants to act like, oh, perfect me. If it wasn't for fucking Prairie Boy, Cher, if it wasn't for your husband sticking up for you and supporting you and your children, where the fuck would you be, bitch? Come on, man.
What's up, Plug?
Come on, man.
What's up, Chillbilly, Miss Joanne, Randaroo, Innocent? Hey, bro, you know that this lady, well, here's where she would be, okay? Do you remember, did you ever know Cher when she had 0 teeth?
Yeah. Benny Keys and her were supposed to meet up at her house at one point, and I'm like, man, I don't know. Yeah.
So, Don, let me tell you this. I've said this in the past, but there's so many new subscribers. I'm going to be talking about this later anyhow. These people are so fake on YouTube. There's going to be a couple creators that you guys, and chat, pay attention. I love when they try to gaslight me. And here's the reason why. Hold on, Don. Hold that thought. Because when they gaslight me, they never have any receipts. It's just, I'm king of receipts, which we have a lot tonight. But these people will just gaslight me, and which is fine. I enjoy it because they normally avoid me like the plague. But the problem is when they do that, it shows their character. And if I can prove, absolutely, when they gaslight me, it is so easy for me to debunk, bob and weave, and give you and present back to you guys to see who's lying. But if we know that, and I do it very good over here, but if we know that, how credible could they be covering and being an advocate for a missing child? Absolutely zero.
Yeah, they have no, absolutely.
Don,
Sure, you need to get a real job and teach your kids, your beautiful little girls, to be real women instead of fucking YouTube junkies. Come on, man.
Okay, on that note, we'll show you guys this. Don, please look at the screen. Do you have your phone?
Yeah, no, I don't have my phone.
Let me, just hear this. I want you to listen to this. This is Cher talking to her child, her kids. This is her
children.
She's giving her kids advice.
She should be thanking God, bro, that she has her kids instead of picking on me and Candace and stuff like that. You know, and if it wasn't for Prairie Garden, I mean, not Prairie Garden, I'm sorry, but Prairie Boy sticking up for her and supporting her 100% because God knows she can't fucking hold a real job.
Well, you talk about her kids. You understand that she
I'm not talking about her kids, bro. I pray for her kids.
No.
I know they've been through hell, bro.
Yes.
I get it. I totally understand. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to say anything about that.
No, I said that wrong. That's my bad. What I'm saying is this. No problem. What if you look at the screen, she's restraining order and harassment. Now we know that what kind of person who there's a woman who leaves her kids in a different country after she abuses an animal cruelty.
And then gonna go on live and talk about whoever when she's just abandoned her own kids.
Exactly.
And got into another country with Mark. If it wasn't for Mark.
Don, let me read you this. Hold on. This is
you're one hell of a man, Mark.
Right?
Yeah,
okay, Don, on the screen right now, what I'm showing the chat is Cher contacts me. These people are so stupid, Don. So let me explain what she's saying here. Hold on, because I know you have your phone. Chat, let me read this to you. So what she's saying is this, Don. She goes, listen to this, right? And I want you to talk about this too, because
okay, I'm listening, sir.
I'll say so. Just stay with me, okay? She texts me. This is on May 24th via Twitter. She says, "Hey, how the hell do we fix?" No, listen. She goes, "Hey, how the hell do we fix this call with Doug?"
Doug, who the fuck is Doug?
Let me finish it. I begged Donald days ago when he told me not to say that to anyone else.
What a lie.
He even told me also, told him that. Candace definitely told him that, LOL. Anyways, he said we both knew. Now people think we are covering for him. Okay, let me stop there. I don't. This lady is so stupid. I run circles around her. I don't cover for Don and Candace. It's very simple, people. There's zero evidence that they did anything to their daughter. It's just that simple. But this lady, now, hold on, Don. Mind you, this moron, I've already exposed how she treated other missing families, the babysitter in the Quentin Simon case. This fucking moron, exactly. This moron thinks that she has a way in with me now because she's talking to my wife. Look here, man. Wifey is got wits. Wifey is smart. These creators, what they try to do is they'll contact Noelle. Like if there's a blemish between me and a creator, they think that wifey's the easy go-to. Well, you already fucked up there. Wifey always outsmarts them. So this is where this conversation. So okay, continuing. We are covering for him. I honestly think he means well with trying to bring attention to how trafficking works. But dude, LOL, fucking Don, man, ha ha ha. And that's what I think too. Again, not smart enough to cover a situation at all. So I believe even more. He ain't smart enough to make Summer Gone and get away with 2 years. I'm working tonight. I can text in that. I'll be live over the weekend. So what Cher can never show you is me talking shit about Don to her. But she's trying to fish and get me to flip on Don. I've never done that. But she does have the World Guinness Book of World Records for Canadian with the shortest work history. This lady worked for a week and a half before quitting. What a moron. But Don, look. Yes.
She's been cleaning houses for how long now, baby? For a long. She's
been single for the past 4 years. It's because I'm perfect and no one deserves me. Bye.
Oh, hold on. It's something. Hold on. It's something weird. All right, look. Okay, look. So
for real, hey, the only time we wasn't worried about Noelle is when you was locked up because people was attacking her when you was locked up.
But this is comical. Listen,
it is comical.
What I'm gonna start doing, because Cher has a lot to say about my wife.
I'm sure she does.
But she says it in a slick way. So from now on, people, it's Mark 100%.
She is a snake, 100%.
Back to her kids, though. Back to her kids, Don. There was a time where I was speaking with you, and I'm gonna be truthful. I'm gonna be truthful here, Don. Okay. I was like, hey, stay away from that bitch Cher. She's a snake. And you're like, yeah, I know.
You been telling me that all along.
I know I have. But what'd you do? Be real.
I tried to trust her. I tried to befriend her.
Appreciate that.
She stabbed me in the back every time.
So
a true snake. A true snake.
Yes.
And that's what you're gonna do, Cher. Teach your daughters how to be a true snake. Is that what you're gonna do?
Oh, that's what I wanted to show. Hold on.
Blows my fucking mind.
So hold that thought, Don. Hold that thought. Let me show you. Back to the daughters. Hold on, Don. Wait.
You're gonna treat You're gonna teach your daughters to be true, sneaky like bitches like yourself. Wow.
So Don, look at the screen, please.
I'll have a screen.
This is going to be Cher talking to her daughters because she talks about your kids all the time, don't she?
That you never wear, but like once a year. Therapy tablets I'm on grew me boo. So girls, you don't. My hormone therapy tablets I'm on grew me boo. So girls, you don't have to actually get breast implants. You just need a really good push-up bra that stays at the bottom of your drawer that you never wear, but like once a year, and then hormones that help you get a little bit bigger.
So that's Cher talking to her own daughters. Okay, Don, look here. Let me ask you this. So real fast, I need you to clarify a couple things because they're on the subject matter of tonight. Do you remember last week when I said, "Hey, are you on Doug No Thanks Live?" No, right?
Give that fucking piece of shit the time of day.
Exactly.
That motherfucker. Hell no.
I had three people reach out to me and say, "Hey, Don is on Doug's Live." So tonight, people, what I will be showing you is an old trick that Doug does. It's the same thing that Cher does. These people are
Doug has been outside the Scientology church in Hollywood.
Yes, sir, he has.
Protesting against them people. Who the fuck is Doug?
Well, let me clarify this because I don't want him to twist it around. Did Doug has contacted you within the last 2 weeks, correct?
Oh, he's trying, yeah.
Okay.
I've ignored his calls.
Don, can I ask you one more question?
You can ask me as many questions as you want, brother.
You said some real shit, and I really appreciate that. You said you were very worried for my wife when I was in jail because people were messing with her.
Yeah, I don't know who sent the people to attack your wife and try to break her down, but it was bullshit.
That was Benny. That was Grift. That was Pandrew. But did you get a weird text last night from somebody?
I did. I guess Benny wanted me to twist the truth or whatever. Benny, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna stick with the truth, brother. You need to fucking straighten up or fucking shit the fuck out, dude.
Benny, we have real receipts over here, homeboy. So we're gonna demolish this entire narrative, people. Don, look, I appreciate you. I love you.
Love you guys, man.
Look, when
I'm always stick up for you, bro.
I'm gonna tell you something before I do it.
Yes, sir.
When I went out there last time to see you guys.
Let me say this.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The minute that you was released from jail, bro, and you was back with your wife, I knew that I had nothing. We knew, me and Candace knew that your wife was in good hands and everything was okay. That's what we knew. We was worried about you when you was locked up, bro, for your wife because everybody was attacking her.
Yeah.
But the minute you was released, we knew your wife was so happy, bro, and she loves you so much, and that's awesome.
I know she does.
Awesome.
I love her too.
Yes, sir.
We've been together 5 years. It was just our anniversary.
Yeah, we was only worried about her.
Married 5.
Up, bro. That's the only time we was worried.
My supporters know I love my wife, and I listen. I appreciate it. I'm gonna tell you something, Don. When I was in jail, I had to deal with my own stuff, and
you have some shit to deal with.
Yeah,
over,
but I kind of shut down. I kind of shut down when I'm in jail because it's a different planet, and yeah,
it's a mental thing.
But I thought about you guys, and I thought about Summer a lot when I was in there. Do you remember talking to me when I was in there?
Yes, sir.
That was I appreciate you checking on my wife. I appreciate you.
Absolutely, it was worried sick because people were attacking her left and right. Well, yeah, I was worried about her.
But all right, man, tell Candace we send our love.
Candace, send you love. Love you guys very much.
Love you, Candace. Hey, Candace, listen. Candace. Listen, here's the deal. When I come up there on the 15th, I'm gonna block. This is what I regret doing last time. Every one of these scumbag YouTubers is getting blocked on every social media, every phone number, and all that. I might even take his phone to the phone store and purchase a new number for him. No, I'm dead serious.
Hey, bro.
Yeah.
I will say this: anybody expect me to lie for anybody or anything like that, it's not going to happen. I'm going to stand up for the truth. And White Boy and his wife have always been there for us. Yeah. I'm sorry, man. I'm not going to lie on them, man. Whoever's out there expects me to lie on these people, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to stick with the truth 100%. I love these guys. I love all you all out there. And I'm sorry, man. I'm in a bad way right now. I'm so depressed. I'm so fucked up. I ain't gonna lie to you all. But all I can say is let's please pray together. And let's please try to follow God's commandments. That's what's so important. I'm not gonna lie on anybody's behalf. And it's not happening.
Thank you, Don. Thank you, Don. All right, brother. Hey, y'all.
Love y'all, man. Love you guys so much.
Much love too, man. Y'all be easy.
As much as I love my kids, I love each and every one of you out there. God bless you all. Thank you for letting me say that, brother.
No problem.
Yes, sir.
Later.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
All right, I gotta go to my chat now. I want to say this. He said a lot, man. I needed him to clarify some things. I'm glad that he did. Don, I appreciate everything you just said. I talked to Don Wells, probably daily, people, daily, and we talk about a lot of things. And he has become a good friend, somebody I can confide in. It's not always about YouTube. There's a lot of things I really want to bring you guys, but I don't just do it for the click and views. I'll share something funny tonight with you that he probably doesn't know I'm going to say, but it's okay.
Probably okay.
No, it's okay. It'll be all right. But Candace is really tight with my wife.
Oh God, don't say anything. I don't know what it is. Candace, I'm sorry.
No, I'm not going to say anything right now. I'm going to say what's up to the chat. There's a lot going on right now. All I need you guys to do is remember this phone call, because right now, before Don called, we left at the nutcase. I haven't got to Ernie yet. So you guys know I get a little confused. I'm not good with the comments, and I am trying to fix it, man. I am trying to fix it. So let's go to the comments. What's happening, people? I've been putting on my screen. I see a lot of good names in here. I see a lot of love, and I appreciate it. Mystical, what's happening? Miss Joanne, how are you, Mama? She never had.
Hey, what's up?
Oh, she never has receipts. Never. And I'm gonna destroy these people because there's a narrative going around. Why is all these weirdos saying the same thing? So let's break this down. This is so simple. And I actually have receipts. I don't go live and just talk about somebody with no receipts. But tonight, what I'm going to do is play a little bit of defense, a little bit of offense, and then we're going to recap it with the Soto case at the end. I'm going to tell you guys a lot of stuff. We have a lot to talk about, so let's just get through this. Well, I did round of applause for Carol. Round of applause for Carol. Carol, I have missed you. Carol has been going through some things. People, if you're a member of mine, I kind of posted what's going on with Carol. I'm not going to say it publicly unless she feels the need to. What she doesn't have a response, but I miss Carol. Carol, I miss you. I miss the text messages. I miss the updates and the shenanigans. I am very happy to see my A1 day one Carol in the chat. It makes me happy. Shout out to Carol. OGs of the chat, give her some, just give Carol some love. Mystical, another OG of the chat. Miss Joanne, the queen herself, OG of the chat. Innocent's in the house. What's happening, Innocent? Trudy. I said what's happened to Trudy, the sassy Southerner. Randaroo. Okay. Is the plug still in here? Did he leave? Cross, are you in here? I went backwards. What's up, Miss Colleen Burke? Mystery Sally OG in the house. What's happening? Like I said, CG. So what I was wanting to tell you, CG, is, man, look here. This morning I posted a picture of, there was a post. It was from Ezekiel in the Bible, and it shows angels. And what they use is an AI generator of the Bible. Okay. Most people think angels look one way, right? But if you look at that little short that I put on my community wall, these angels are beautiful, but they're not human. It's crazy. Look, man, back to what I was saying in the beginning of this live with these Wells haters, I'm going to kill them with education of what's happening in the world. You cannot believe that innocent people are guilty of a murder they didn't commit, but you don't know who Charles Schwab is. You don't know who George Soros is. You are a fucking moron in my eyes, and I'm going to continue to roast you. You will not respond to me. I urge that engagement. So any of these Wells haters that have been coming by trying to troll, you better understand. If don't tell me that you're on YouTube watching all the tragedy pimp summer well creators, but you don't know you don't know what's going on in the world. If that's what's happening, you're going to get embarrassed. You're going to be like these people who delete their comments. I eat them up. And make no mistake, the only time that you win is if I'm busy, because I have a life and I work. Not my subscribers, but these weirdos that troll. Anyway, moving back before forward to Ernie show. Look, I had Ernie on last time. What I need my supporters to do is this here. Let me drive this car. Let me do this thing. Here's what I want to say about Ernie show. First and foremost, there was a big thing about a van, about Ernie Shell in a van. I don't watch Ernie like that. Let me backtrack. I realized, let me backtrack and be very transparent. What I do over here is call scammers and tragedy pimps out. And I do realize that some people put him in that category. Okay. I myself have made videos about Ernie Shell. I am aware of a lot of shenanigans regarding Ernie. But I have plans for this channel. One thing, there's a few things I want to do with this channel that really outside the box plans. Okay. I'm not going to say them on a live. No way. But they are coming. But one thing that I would like to do is we all watch YouTube. We all watch these streams and different lives. Okay. I could make a video on somebody, right? And they can make one back on me, right? Because we disagree. But, and okay, maybe I get them. I'm definitely going to get them. If they make one on me, I'm definitely going to smoke them back. But the problem is, wouldn't you guys as the viewers like to see a little bit of discourse? Instead of a video where you hit record and stop, you face the person. A little bit of a debate. Wouldn't you? No matter what it's about. So, and I'm not necessarily saying me and somebody else. I've tried to do this with people in true crime who've been beefing before. Okay. This stems from the community I was in before this, the prison community. I put myself in this spot and was beefing with somebody and actually pulled up on them, and we did a live, right? But it's good content. It's good content. And I know you guys would be interested in that. It's something I've been trying to do, but it's very hard to do in true crime. My goal with Ernie Shell, if you don't know, I had Jimbo on well over a year ago and gave him the microphone and didn't stop him and let him talk. So when Ernie gets the microphone, I can't cut him off. I can't stop him. I got to give him the same respect. I understand that there's a big thing between those two. I don't have a favorite. I'm not biased. This is an interview setting. This is me asking you questions. If there's any pushback in the comments, I want to hear it. I don't need mods telling other mods what to do. That's out of control. I need to be aware, okay? Because to be honest, Ernie Shell and even Jimbo for that matter, and this is no dig, they're not really in true crime. They have a genre of themselves, and this is no dig. What I'm saying is, I don't follow them like that as much as I do other creators, and it's absolutely not a dig. It's just that I follow other things, and I don't have enough time. Now, with all that being said, this van thing comes up, okay? I will apologize for the van thing. Ernie Shell said on the thing, okay, that he said something about a van. I asked him about it. I believe he gave me like a half truth. Here's the thing, people. Come to find out, he did say that he was an undercover FBI agent. Okay, I have the video clip. Okay, he did say that. Now, if you watch the live, people, you hear me say something right in front of Ernie, because people keep asking about a van. Now, I understand it. There's a guy who you do keep up with who is lying, and you want to bring it to my attention. So it's on me to respect you and say, okay, what's up with the van? I just got frustrated, people, because I was expecting more questions and more things. I didn't understand the significance of the van. Now, he did say that, okay? Ernie, if you watch this, you did say it. I got the clip. I'm just being fair, okay? We have to be truthful. Now, he did say that. But what I said in response to a commenter was, YouTubers will tell you anything. They will lie to you and tell you anything. Okay? They will tell you anything. It is up to you to believe it. So here's why I had a problem with the van thing. When people are bringing it to my attention, I'm not mad at you for that. It's the same thing in this Summer Wells thing. They're not cleared. The FBI doesn't talk like that. Well, why aren't they working with law enforcement? No. Lawson literally went on TV and said they were lawyered up. It was a CPS court lawyer, not a criminal lawyer. If you can't understand how that works or grasp that, that's your fault, not mine. When people are like, oh, informant, I get it. You're trying to bring it to my attention, but because I don't watch it like that, I'm in my view, I'm like, what? You cannot be an informant and drive a van, which validates your point. But what I say is, I went into a thing, I'm like, YouTubers will tell you anything. Be smart and don't believe them if they're lying to you. And I guess I said that in front of them, if anyone watches it. So it is what it is. Okay, it is what it is. But on top of that, I wanted to have, and I still may have it, I'd like to have Jimbo and Ernie, see if something happens there. Maybe Jimbo's mad at me for this. I don't know. You can't please everybody on YouTube. People have all types of feelings. When I gave Jimbo the microphone, and there's 2 videos. So I gave Jimbo the microphone twice to Ernie's once. You know, there wasn't, listen, people, I try to be non-biased. I try to be truthful, but I understand it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I don't like certain creators and I review them. There's a lot of people who do the same with, you know, Ernie or whatnot. So I understand it. But one of my plans on this channel was to have debates and stuff. Okay. Now, with all that said, I want to say this, man, and I really mean this. And it's not only what I mean. The man said it himself. Before I had Ernie Shell on, I made a video and I said, should Ernie, I forget what I titled it. Should Ernie Shell be on YouTube or something like that? In this video, I didn't clown him. I said that I was kind of worried for his safety. I'm on this platform. I do this. Okay. I do this. And make no mistake, if people are scumbags, if people are scammers, if people are exploiting children, I will call it out and I will dig in their ass and I won't stop. I can be relentless, just as Benny Keys. I'll never stop with him. I know the people he's hurt. I know. Okay. I don't cover Benny, Ernie like that. Okay. However, I know about Ernie and I have clowned him before. Okay. Before the interview, I made a video about, I was worried about him. And let me explain. The video I made, I am worried because a lot of people attack him. Just because I personally don't review him doesn't mean a shitload of people do. And by all means, people, if you happen to be someone who does, that's fine. This is not a shot at you. I'm not taking a dig at you. None of that. But I do this thing, YouTube. I've kind of watched him. With that being said, there was a segment in the interview that nobody commented on, and it blows my mind. When he was speaking about Benny Keys, he said he kind of gave a personal little segment there about how it affected him, his mental health. He said a lot, actually. You know, I don't believe why in my comments I'm seeing vans. And what about the van? Now look here. The man said, and I know they've done shit back and forth to each other. Don't get me wrong. I'm not simping for Ernie. What I'm doing is that what I'm simply saying is this. I'll put it back up to myself. I dig into Benny pretty good. If his mental state was not good, I'd lay off. It's just what it is. I lay off. I never want to be the dude who is responsible for someone doing something to themselves, because it does happen on social media. I'm kind of getting deep with this, but that's all I want to say and clear that up. So for the van commenters, you were right. Okay. And I will reach out to Jimbo probably this week. We'll see what happens. I don't honestly think that will happen. I think that, but I'll try, and I hope that it does. I would like to continue to do this and have people, talk, just because if I get 2 people to agree to do it, it doesn't mean that they have to come to an agreement. It doesn't mean that they have to squash the beef, but the attempt to do it, for the attempt to try to say, hey, can we talk it out? They can cuss each other out for the whole time, for all it matters. I don't care. But the attempt to do it is all I'm trying to do here, people. So we went back. We are an hour in, and we went backwards before we went forwards. Jesus Christ, comments. I'm going to comments. So now we'll go forwards. Holy shit. All right. Yes, exactly, Kels. What's up, Gina? How are you? How are you, Gina Diamond? Gina Diamond in the house. Innocent. You know, I'm glad that you said that. You know, for what it's worth, for the people who got mad, I asked the guy almost every tough question that there is: dildos, sexuality, scams. Okay. I am just, listen, man, I try to help people on this platform. Okay. I help a lot of families. I help a lot of people. People who don't know this channel think I bash people. It's not that. I bash people who hurt people. Yes. Okay. I bash people who target people. Absolutely. I don't just bash random creators. You'll never see that. But and so to your comment, Innocent, like I didn't really ever cover Ernie like that. Okay. But I saw a lot of shenanigans and stuff. So I made a few videos, right? But what happens on YouTube is this, people. People are quick to follow the leader. People are quick to the go along, get along gang, right? Just because everybody doesn't like one person, you know, man, I try to be myself over here, and I don't need any friends. I don't want any YouTube friends. If you've been a rider on this channel, a day one supporter, you know how that goes. I mean, how many people, how many of these creators, you're going to hear some tonight, have I give you voice clips and voicemails and all types of shit? How many? So I'm fine by myself. The only creator I want to collab with is Wifey right there. You know what I'm saying? I have creator friends on YouTube. You know who you are. So if we are cool, I am not talking about you. If you've never made a thumbnail, if you've never been in a title, then I'm not talking about you. Okay. You guys know who you are. But let's get into the thank you, Mama. No, not yet. Not yet. I'm quick. I'm not quick to cancel. I hate that shit. Okay, so 200 people in the chat. Can we get a few likes, people? Can we get a few likes? Can we support your local white boy? Here's the deal, people. So let's move forward now. Okay, shout out to Don. Shout out to Candace. I really appreciate those words Don said. That those were meaningful, and he said a lot. He said a lot. Let's cover this real fast. Let's get Doug out the way. A few nights ago.
He wasn't lying. He called me like 3 times a week, him and Candace, and checked in throughout the day and at night before bed.
Really?
Yeah, they were very much always very communicating back and forth with him.
So I talked to Don Wells in jail, and we talked. I called Wifey does a 3-way, but I appreciate him. He was checking on her and stuff, and so was Candace. But that was because Benny Keys and Grift, they were attacking her, and Cher even tries to step in. I'll get there. Okay, before I get there. When I was talking to Don just now, he was saying a couple things. He said some things about Cher. He said that Benny Keys texted him last night. Interesting, right? Yeah. Interesting. So he ignored it, right? Doug called Don about 2 weeks ago, and Don's like, he hasn't changed. I'm like, why would you talk to him? Why would you even give him 5 minutes? Because here's what happens. A few nights ago, I don't remember if it was a week ago or whatever, I have some subscribers that I really like. Hit me up on Messenger. I'm not going to say your names because I'm not going to single you out. But and I'm not singling you out. I'm using you as an example to help for awareness in this live. But there's some people who sent me some links to Doug, and they're like, Don's on panel. So the first thing that I don't do is hit the panel. I'm like, oh, is he on there now? They're like, yeah, he was on there for a little bit. So right now I know a little too much to give that dude a view. So what I do is call Don. Hey, did you on Doug's? He's like, no. I'm like, okay, cool. So this is weird, right? So about like 3 other people send me links. I'm like, God damn. I'm like, Don, did you go on Doug's? Yes or no? He's like, no, I haven't gone on them. So I listened to the Doug panel. Just Doug. No thanks. The weenie boy that puts broomsticks in his hiney hole, or college kid's hiney hole. The guy that stubs his toe that didn't want to fight. Just the weird. The guy that was doing TikTok videos in his underwear. The weirdo, right? The weirdo. Anyway, this is what Doug does. He repeats. Him and Cher are like the same. Cher will do a live and just make a new title and play a recording of Don saying absolutely nothing for like the 3rd time. She just changes the title and thumbnail. Like, lady, if what you did the first time was so awesome, because you've called TBI and wasted resources like 1,000 times all the way from Canada, why don't you do like Canadian hot topics? Like, what's the culture in Canada about? No, all the way in America, wasting our resources, not a problem. But the thing is, if it, like the 1st or 5th time you called TBI didn't work, then why would you retitle the live and thumbnail to try to like it didn't work the first time, right? Dirt. But they are the same. They are the same. Earlier in this live, I showed you how Cher. I only showed you one screenshot because there's going to be a lot coming in the next coming lives. We have to move forward because we already moved backwards. I showed you how Cher kind of tried to like manipulate me to shit on Don. We've seen every creator in the true crime community make a relationship with the Wells and shit on them for views. No, thank you. No, thank you. I've created my own friendship with them, and I plan on it lasting a long time. I'm not going to sell out for clicks and views. I'm not going to lie to people and say, guess what Don told me. People, there's a lot of people who just have to watch the behavior of certain people. But to show you about Doug, I showed you how Cher tried to manipulate on that screenshot earlier. Here goes Doug. And I'm so glad that we're here. This will be the 3rd creator that I'll be showing you tonight. One guy calls me Big Daddy. Big Daddy. We'll get to him in a second. Big Daddy. And I'm so proud of that. Big Daddy. We'll get to that in a second. But with Cher, I showed you Cher. Here goes Doug's desperate attempt. Here's Douglas. This is Douglas's desperate attempt to get me on board to like put a knife in Don's back.
Hey man, it's Doug. Give me a call when you get this, bro, or tomorrow, or whatever. I'm going to bed here shortly. Wanted to find out if you could do me a favor and see if we can do us a favor. Actually see if we can get Don Wells not to come on, but to talk to us and answer some questions. It's not going to be any hard questions. It's not going to be any crazy questions. I'm actually on his side right here, trying to get answers, bro. And I think there's a few things that he could help out with that'll help a lot.
I'm actually on his side right now. When has Doug ever showed you that? Like, this is almost like disrespectful for even. This is crazy. What's even more crazy, how many of you guys have saw the screenshot that Tiffany Marie told on herself? Did you guys ever see that screenshot of Doug sending her $250? How awkward was that? Oh, that had to be before the check. But let's do it again. I paused it.
Give me a call when you get this, bro, or tomorrow, or whatever. I'm going to bed here shortly. Wanted to find out if
dead serious, ran the room.
You can do me a favor and see if we can do us a favor. Actually see if we can get Don Wells not to come on, but to talk to us and answer some questions. It's not going to be any hard questions. It's not going to be any crazy questions. I'm actually on his side right here, trying to get answers, bro. And I think there's a few things that he could help out with that'll help a lot. just stuff that has to do with the timeline. Has nothing. No, there's not going to be any finger pointing. Nothing. So if you could get back to me and see if we could call him, or if you could give me his number and I can just text him or email him. After he sends me his email, because his other ones doesn't work. All of his old shit's gone. So let me know if it's possible, so I can try to make something happen. I'm trying to find Summer, bro. I think we're really close, and I think if we can get him to talk and not get him too many crazy questions, he may just answer the rest of the stuff that we need through conversation. I know how to deal with him, bro. I think we can make it happen. It'd be huge. So let me know. Just want to talk to him behind the scenes, ask you a few questions, kind of thing. Nothing has to do with directly has to do with him, because obviously I'm promoting his innocence and everything right now.
So the dude,
let me know, bro.
The
All
dude
right,
literally contradicts himself in his own email. So I want to ask him questions. It'll be huge. We'll get views. No, thank you, bro. And then here's how me and Doug fell out, just for the record, right after that. And then I helped some people that Doug really hurt on the internet. I gave a lot of women his voice. Look, there may or may not, for educational purposes. And
tell them how he fake texted you, but
oh yeah,
he was coming at me.
Hold that thought. I want you to release that. I want you to say it yourself. Well, go ahead and say it. You say it. It'd be organic.
My boobs are out. No.
I saw him. So this guy says he does all this weirdo shit. Okay, he does all that. Then he says we'll get views, this and that. I want to promote his innocence. Oh, maybe we can ask him these questions. Well, dude, you're trying to get me to be like a Benny and Cher. I'm not with that shit. No thanks. What I love is I think I'm getting close to the case. Bro, you're not a detective. You're a YouTuber who danced in his underwear on TikTok. You got arrested the last case that you were on, almost with Benny Keys. Like you're a failed comedian. You're a pussy. You challenged me to a fight. I called the gym. Come on, Doug. That's what I'm gonna say. He felt the tension because I was like, dude, what the fuck after that? So then he was like, he knew I felt some type of way, and he's like, oh, you better not go up against me. I'll destroy you. I'm like, bro, yeah. And then I destroyed this dude with his own words.
You want me to send it to your text?
And he's so that guy is weird. He's so paranoid. He watches all the videos. Trust me, Doug, you know it. He was texting Noel's phone, acting like he was texting me. Sure. Yeah, sure. I'll show you at the end of this. But I got so much to talk about, guys. Let me get it all off. And this is why I have to go live more, because for me, I'm busy at work and I go live like once a week. The problem is there's so much going on YouTube right now and so many shenanigans. If I want to go live on a Friday night or something, by the time I get to Friday to do what I want to do, I have to cover what happened Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And I might not even get to the Friday live. And what sucks is I'm playing catch up on all this, that I ignore my chat. So I'm trying to get better with the comments, but there's so much to get into. We left out at Doug. We talked about Cher a little bit. We'll go back to her. But next is Benny's live. But next is my chat. I am so glad I've been glimpsing at the comments. It makes me so happy to see people can see common sense and see people can see what's going on here. That really makes me happy, man. And one thing that I do regret when I went to Tennessee is blocking certain creators. And I want to say this. I'm going to tell you this beforehand. I promise to God I will be there on June 15th. If you are a person who sends Don Wells YouTube video links through Facebook Messenger, you will no longer have contact with him. I will block and ban you and mute you. I will mute you and I will block you on Facebook. If you support the Wells, you should not be sending them all these videos. And when I'm telling you what I'm going to make a video doing it. I'm going to grab his phone. If you are a person who consistently is sending him video, you are blocked and muted. I'm not sure if I'm going to change his password. What I want to do, man, is treat Don to a new phone number, and there's reasons for that. But for you people who, let me say this. Candace Wells could give a fuck what any of these idiots say about her. She's got strength like that. She's strong. And I respect that, Candace. When you see like a Smiley who's talking in third person, like Candace this and Candace that, and then Candace ain't watching that shit. When you see a prayer garden who calls herself Summer's Channel and directly talks to Candace through the webcam, what I could assure you and promise on the Bible, Candace is not watching that. She does not watch any of this shit. She does not watch any. When I do a live like this, and if I contact them beforehand, I try to keep it very minimal. She laughs in chat because she's just learning what's happening as I'm debunking these morons. She wasn't even aware of that one psycho 2 lives ago. She know who it was, but I'm happy that she came up to defend herself. These people need some real friends in place. Okay, they really do. These people need some real friends. These other YouTubers have just used them for nothing, for content. Is that you?
Yeah, I'm sending you whatever.
Okay. But so I just want these people to honestly understand Candace does not watch your videos. Don, you pissed me off, Don, because I've had really one-on-one talks with you, and you do a good job. You have left YouTube alone, but every so often you do come back. And that's not Don's fault. Whose fault is that? You people, whoever you are, and I swear to God, you will not do it anymore. I promise you, you will not do it no more. I should have took care of that when I was up there, because Don is a man, and as a man, you defend your family. As a man, you can only hold so much before you snap. And what happens on YouTube? Always on drugs, always drunk, oh, this. No, it's not that. He does ignore a lot, but the dude snaps. And when he snaps, God forbid he says a bad word. Then these woke morons, it's so crazy. Cross, man, I want you to come on and talk about, I'm going to send this to you, bro, with a timestamp. I want you guys to subscribe to Cross Your Heart podcast. He's friends with Charleston White and Anthony Dewberry, friends of this channel. He's a Black creator. He is my friend. And I'm going to have him on to discuss this bad word that Don said. And I want you guys to hear a reaction from a Black creator. And we'll have a good discussion. It'll be something different coming soon. But let's get to these comments before I move forward. A lot to talk about, people. We are an hour and 20 minutes in. I better have an hour and 21 likes. Smash the like. I don't know. I guess, Kel, she just wants to pray for him and stuff. I agree with that, Miss Horse. Miss Horse Whispers, I agree with that. I will be there also, and trust me, no one will hurt her. I think she's talking about Summer's Day. TT, block them all. Oh, absolutely. You know, I kind of kicked myself in the ass for not doing that when I was up there. But that's funny, Miss Kathy. Kids, not keys. LOL. Damn, autocorrect. Really wish people like them, like him and BK, and then would leave missing keys, D's alone. They just create chaos. This dude's a joke. But we have some receipts tonight. Just a little bit moving forward. Before we get to the main topic, which is BHB. Miss Paula is in the house. What's up, Paula? So yeah, Fred Hill's house, that shit pile that I recorded when I went to Tennessee, and his father's house were auctioned off at the bank yesterday in court. What is the significance in that? I don't really know as it pertains to Summer Wells. It is somebody who is brought up a lot in regards to Summer Wells, but as far as what that means is this dude sold drugs his entire existence and didn't pay nothing to Uncle Sam. So he lost what he has, which means people like me and you had to pay more taxes. But a good subscriber, somebody observing things, said this in the comments to that video. Who knows what they will find at that property as they clean it up. I'm not too keen on if a bank auctions your house or not, how long that takes to clean up, what the whole thing is between auction and move-in time. If anybody knows in the chat, if anybody knows watching this replay, please leave it in the comments. But let's get back to these comments. I don't know what that means, Hammer Time. I don't know what that means. So Big Daddy is coming up.
What, Griff?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's funny.
Motherfucker.
My Cher's worse than Dougie. Just saying. Cher is so pathetic. We're gonna get into the. We got Cher. We got So here's the deal. The reason the poll is up is because, damn, I forgot to ask that to Don. Okay, look. Cher.
I changed my mind. I want to air it all out.
Now?
He's coming on fucking panel. I owe that bitch.
Who?
Griff.
Who is?
Who's going on?
Nobody.
Did you see him before?
Huh? What? I don't know. Say it in. What? So, no. Let me clear that up. Thank you for saying that. Doug replayed a recording, okay, a few nights ago, and he acted as though Don joined the panel. This is why when people message me on Facebook, I contact Don. Don, that was not new. Don and Cher are the same. These weirdos have built a fake relationship with the Wells, recorded everything, turned everything they have into TBI, but now they are on repeat and they're repeating the recording that they have, the recording that they've turned into TBI, and they're making a new live stream or incorporating it. So Cher's the worst. She's got one recording where you can clearly hear it's edited. It's so bad. I did a live on that. But these people are scumbags. They have no life. What's interesting about this live right here is what I do this here, guys, to show you not to be fooled, to show you not to get scammed, to show you tragedy pimps. Okay. It's a lot of what I do when I'm helping people. It doesn't matter who it is, a subscriber of a channel, Miss Danny with Cracking Cases, Miss Kate with Doug, Miss Christina with Doug, so many people, okay, and a lot of families. I try to show you guys. So when they come at me, it gives me the upper hand because these are the people who are talking about a missing child. And I could tell you that they're lying about whatever they're saying about the missing child. But when they do it with me, it gives you, the viewer, whether you support me or in the bushes, to make your determination of who's lying. Because you can only look at somebody's behavior. So the other night, you have Benny Keys and this guy, Griff. Does anybody remember Griff? This is the loser. He's had like 9 channels. He scammed with the guy 423 Chase. Now, here's what's comical about this. This is almost too easy. I've done a live on this guy. If you don't know who this guy is, I don't have time to show you all the receipts because it's literally a whole live stream. But look for, I will put it in the description box of this video. This guy has he gets destroyed anytime he tries to like attack a creator. He's done nothing but use Summerwell's name for money. This guy is just to give you some context. Benny Keys has a live claiming that I am beating up Noel. Okay, I'm beating up Noel, and Cher as well joins the live. So the context here is I am beating up Noel. Now, this is comical. Now they also say that I'm forcing Noel like on a bed and shooting her up with drugs. Like it is the most desperate attempt to gaslight. So I don't want to say too much because this is not even my response to it. This is just a little bit of telling you guys kind of what's going on, showing you a little bit of receipts, and just playing defense for the ultimate dunk. But here's what I'll say. Anybody watch that live?
And believed it? Y'all are stupid as a motherfucking shit. I don't care who is.
Well,
unsub if you don't like me. If you think that's just true, I don't want you in my chat anyway.
So it was when if I have like a rebuttal against somebody, I try to bring you guys receipts. And in 2024, man, you have to understand there's like fake screenshots and everything else. I've been ahead of this for some time. You guys always see the AI videos I make. I like voice clips because I know whether you're in the bushes, whether you support, whether you don't, I know that you know the person's voice. So what's funny is you have this guy Grift. And the last time I did live on him, I didn't want to.
You texted him first.
Oh, yeah.
And hounded him until he agreed to talk to you, and all you wanted to do was obsess over Benjamin.
So the guy starts off with, I contacted him first. Okay, first off, this guy is such a moron. I have Benny Key's number and email. I've showed it a billion times. I actually have done a live where Benny Keys called me. He was so stupid. I recorded it, right? And it's so stupid. I was driving to the East Coast of Florida. As soon as he ended the call, I went live and played the recording. Swear to God. It'll be in the description box. But this guy Grift, the gaslighting is so bad, right? So when I say I'm going to play some things and show you some things, I'm just going to teeter with these guys and play 4D chess because Grift, Benjamin, and Cher are completely morons. So I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do, and then I'm going to follow up and do what I'm going to do and let the pressure be on them because they never have receipts. So I'm beating Noelle up. Where's the receipts? Okay, where is the receipts? And what this is, I'm holding her down and shooting her. It's the most dumbest thing in the world. Roxy's, well, that was your DOC back in the day. I've only given my addiction story a million times. Everybody knows what my addiction was. It's crazy because I'm 220 pounds solid. I work out. I got. Look at the people calling people junkies, right? But the domestic violence thing is funny. And one thing that I messed up on a video I did a few days is this. Let's have a peek, shall we? Receipts out the ass at this point. Okay, here we go. So we have to take a step back before we go forward. And what needs to be done is this here. So I'm talking about right now, Benny Keys, Grift, and Cher. And they're accusing me of domestic violence. I mean, you guys hear Noelle. We post pictures all the time on our social media. You'll get some tomorrow. We're going to see Tim McGraw in Orlando. The funny thing is, these were the same people harassing her earlier in the phone call when you heard Don, when I was in jail. But there's no receipts. However, on January 19th, 2012, at approximately 9:48, Richardson police officer C. Bonificio, badge number 999, was dispatched to 611 Royal Crest Drive in Dallas County, Texas, in reference to a complaint of an offense assault. Officer Bonificio contacted the victim, Crystal Blank, who advised she was assaulted by her boyfriend, Benjamin Dwayne Lindsay, white male, 3/15/79. Happy birthday, fuckboy, whom she had dated for 7 months and whom she lives with. She reported that she told him she wanted to end their dating relationship and he needed to move out of their house. He became upset and argued with her. He approached her and headbutted her on her forehead, causing her glasses to cut the left side of her face near the left eye. She advised, after the headbutt, I immediately felt pain and fell to the ground. Officer Bonifacio observed injuries to Crystal Renner's forehead and left cheek that were consistent with the statements. Bonifacio took digital photographs and obtained a witness statement. Benjamin Dwayne Lindsay is accused of committing offense assault. So people, what's weird is I did a video the other day, and here's where all this stems from. Okay. I called Cher and TM fake voices for domestic violence survivors. I always tell you guys, they will always call you what they are. We have Benny Keys claiming that I beat up Noelle and hold her down on the bed or shoot her up with drugs. It was the stupidest thing in the world. I'm not the one lonely. I'm not the one divorced. I'm not the one stalking and harassing. I'm not the one with domestic violence charges. That would be you, sir. But with Benny, I'm not done yet. Like I said, tonight, a little bit of a tease because you guys know me. What's comical is I embarrass myself on the internet. I am not a celebrity on the internet. I don't act like Tiffany Marie. I don't act like Benny Keys. I don't have a super ego. I do embarrass myself. But what's funny is they're watching right now. And they're getting ready for whatever ridiculous, nonsensical 2.5 hour live with zero receipts they're about to do. Look at this moron. He says, look at this. Hold on. Let me show you. Hold on. Where am I at? Wait. Hold on. Okay. Wait, what's this? Okay. Hold on. Let me just. Okay, so this is what I'm getting at. So he does this live, 0 receipts, and I got receipts, people. Just chill. So he does the live, but let's do this real fast.
It's because I'm perfect and no one deserves me. Bye. I've been single for the past 4 years. It's because I'm perfect and no one deserves me. Bye.
All right, hold on. Let me give you the real what's going on real fast. What the fuck? Why? Oh, gotcha. All right. Bam, Betty, bam, Betty, bam, 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 bam. That's Betty. Here we go. So this is interesting. In the live, these 2 weak men, Grift and Benny, say that I am obsessed with Benny. And why do I always sexualize it? Well, the reason is simple. You stalk and harass and you bully women. And I've seen some of the things that you've said to women. Oh, we'll get there in a second. But imagine saying that I'm always being gay and then saying hashtag cock down radio, running from this smoke. Exactly what one might expect from all that being come out about him. 0 receipts. Wait till Griffs brings all these texts forward. It's going to be real smoke. Then cock down. Look who's in the comments. Voices behind the wall. Okay, which from this day forward, we'll be doing videos just about Mark. I cannot wait to dig inside his ass.
One thing I'm going to say is that these people are like, we really don't want to hurt Noel, blah, blah, blah. Stupid cocksucking whore bag motherfucker. Okay? This is what I got to tell you. Okay, ready? Are you ready? If there's somebody who is legitimately being fucking abused and you put that lying ass bullshit out on the fucking internet about that person, you didn't just get them hurt. You got them fucking hospitalized and possibly dead. If my husband was beating me like you say, you dumb fucking cum guzzling hoe, and all your fucking little bitch boys, you got me fucking killed. He's 110 pounds heavier than me, dumbass. If I stand behind him, you can't fucking see me. You say you're a victim. You say you're a survivor. I'm not going to confirm or deny that because I don't fucking know what you are. But you know what I do know? If you really are somebody who fucking survived any type of fucking abuse, you know exactly what I'm saying is true, you fucking bitch. Keep your fucking mouth shut, ho. And Benny, go suck another dick, choke on it, and die, buddy. Griff, you were going to help me? Nigga, you can't help your fucking self. You live in a camper. You borrow that camper, bruh. And you live on one of your subscribers' properties. Get your shit together. You were never helping me, homeboy. Fuck you. Fuck your wife. Benny, die. I don't care. Cher, don't fucking play that game, bro.
Expose her.
You want to be a survivor and a victim and all that shit? Then fucking act like it.
I
Don't give me the whole, I did this to save Noelle because she's a good person. You know what? I am a good fucking person. You're right. But if my husband, being as big as he is, was hurting me, you know damn fucking well I'd be in the hospital right now. You lucky you don't live in Florida, bitch. Because I'd run you out the fucking state like I did fucking Marissa.
Put a 1 in the chat if you would like to see Noelle do her own live about this. Okay, please, Noelle, pay attention to the chat. I would ask you this. I would ask you this. When you say what they say to get them hurt, you're referring to what?
If you were in fact doing everything they fucking said you were doing, you would not just beat me. I would be in the hospital.
And,
I might die.
And you're.
And anybody who's been in a domestic violence situation knows that's true.
But
you would have fucking made that shit worse, nigga. Fuck you, bitch.
So right. Thank you for that. But what I'm saying is what you're saying here is
that's why I advocate for people and I help people.
Because
it's on their terms. And it can be anonymous if they want it to be. Because I ain't trying to hurt nobody. I also help them establish really good plans that work and are safe to help them escape and get out of where they are to someplace way better. So that bullshit fuck shit that they did would have done nothing more than get me fucking hurt.
Okay, thank you for saying that. But when you say that, you have to be very clear because you're dealing with tragedy pimps. They don't have.
No, my husband does not hurt me. He doesn't do any of the shit them fucking dumbass boys do. But if he was, he would have killed me over that shit.
So
because my ex-husband would have done that.
Thank you. Now you're getting to it. Time out. Take a breath. When you say all this,
He's talking about him. He's talking about you, and I get mad as fuck when we talk about you.
okay, I understand that. But when you say all this, you have to deal, babe. Look, you've been with me doing this for years. When you're dealing with people with
my ex-husband tried to kill me.
Time out. Hold that thought.
And no, he didn't have.
Wait, time out. Take a time out. Listen to me. When you say all that, I get it, and people can get it, but what you have to do is be very clear because these people, they're generic. They gaslight. It's
smart enough to pick it up and then go fuck themselves too.
Well, wait. Here's the thing. When you're dealing with these idiots who have zero receipts and they try to present something like it's factual, you do have people that are there are people out there that are like, huh? Oh. And they don't understand receipts. So with that said, when you said what you said, what have you been through?
If I was with my ex-husband, my second husband, okay, if he and I were still together and that shit went down that them fucking idiots said,
whoa,
I wouldn't have had a fucking chance. I would have been fucking
What's up, Free?
He tried to kill me for less.
So here's a fun fact. What's that country music song? No, never mind. I'm not going to say that. Yeah, Carrie Underwood. So, look, when I got with Noelle, I made a post about this.
We stopped talking for about 3 weeks because Matt decided to take a break. And when he came back and was talking to me again, I was like, look what happened to me. And I sent him the picture, front page newspaper of a little small town.
3
He
weeks.
was, what the fuck did you do?
So,
I said, read the article, bro. And he's like, I can't leave you alone, can I?
So listen, Noelle has said this on her channel, but I don't think I've ever said this before. Maybe I have, but maybe some people don't know this, right? Noelle was my first girlfriend. Okay. When she dumped me, I took her to the movies and she dumped me. And I 20 plus years later, I put that in her face, right?
Every fucking day. That was part of his speech at my wedding.
So yeah, I did say I brought up the wedding. But the thing is, years, 2 decades later, this girl that I knew in my neighborhood who dated my friend who's dead now. Shout out to Kenny. When we reconnected, we had both been through some shit. Like make no mistake, Noelle was not my first girlfriend. I married her. No, not by a long shot. This was the first girl that I dated out of a lot. Okay, a lot. I'm not proud of it, but I got a high body count.
I got a higher body.
So does Noelle. But
how do you think Matt got married? It's called Noelle got gay.
We connected through social media. And when I reconnected back with her, I will say this. Noelle had been through some shit. and I had been through some shit. And when I say that, I'm specifically talking about relationship shit, not anything other than that, which we both have had other than that. But relationship wise, we both have been through some shit. You know, I broke up with a girl because, do you remember when that lady was like, you can't talk to her?
Right in front of me. You were like, she's like, I thought you were working out with me. You were like, no. And she was like, not
There was okay, so
how many? I don't know. You stopped taking the calls and
so
break up with them for you.
So when I was living in Miami, and I was living in Miami, and I was running around Miami butt naked pretty much. But pretty much I was fresh out of prison, and there's all these dating apps and stuff. But when I got with Noelle, I told people, especially if I'm not like serious dating a woman, I'm like, this is my really good friend. And these women will be like, nah, you can't talk to her. And Noelle has been with me like through the like the worst bad. Noelle called me one time, texted me one time.
And he said,
and yeah, that. But what I'm saying is there was a situation we would always have each other back in the real.
Is that when I stopped talking to you?
No. I'd be dating a chick. Noelle would be like, she's no good, this and that. We were just really good friends, but not close, right? After reconnecting after 20 years. And she would say, that girl's no good. This is what's going to happen. And it would happen. And I'd say, man, that dude's a schmuck. Now, we were both kind of like jelly a little bit because we wanted to be with each other. But at the end of the day,
I didn't want you.
At the end, she called me one time and I didn't know how to handle it. She's like, this dude's going to off himself. And I'm like, what?
Where's he at? You just pass out my fucking
And I got scared for her because this guy's like crazy shit. We've been through a lot. But I told this girl, like, you can't tell me not to be friends with my friend. That ain't going down. And she's like, thank you. I see all the members. I'm going to get to it in a second. But anyway, man, we've been there for each other is what I'm saying. I forget where I'm going with this. What was I saying?
You've done nothing but help me. You never hurt me.
Oh, I know where I'm going with this. With all that being said, Noelle come from an abusive relationship. And before I married her, let me just take it back a second.
Oh, I was knocking niggas out. You were getting mad at me?
I asked Noelle's father if it's okay for me to take his daughter's hand in marriage. I ain't never done this before. We were at the driving range hitting golf balls. But I know what Noelle went through. And part of when I got with her, when I got with her, we were both like,
I was fucked up, bro.
I said, let's make this work. And we're like, let's do, we're going to create the perfect relationship because everybody bet against us. And I said, look, I'm not going to do you like that. And she was in an abusive relationship. And she had been cheated on.
I just threw out an asshole that tried to throw me out a third-story window.
I had been cheated on. So what I'm getting at with all this is we had been through a lot. When I was young, I used to cheat on women and stuff and think it's cool. That is not cool. That's not the culture that you want to do. Because when a woman does it to you, that shit hurts. So that's when it's time to never do it again. Okay? Any young man out there playing them type of games.
You'd have done it if I was someone else.
No.
Fucking right, you would have. If I was someone else, you'd have been cheating. You've done your own thing. Sure you would have.
No, when that happened to me,
you were still running. How many people I have to break up with before you? And yeah, you moved in with me within a week. I had calls up the ass.
But
look,
look,
I'm tired of breaking up with these bitches. It's your turn.
No, that's a different thing.
Yeah,
that's a different thing. I wasn't serious with them, Noelle.
I know.
So it's a total different thing. So I told her when we got together, hey, I'm not going to do you like this. This happened to me, blah, blah, blah. And
everything out.
That is
single freaking relationship was discussed many times.
That is literally in our vows, right? But I'm just giving you guys a lot of backstory. I'm getting off track. A lot of people are becoming members. I appreciate you guys. Mad respect. What's up, Free? You want to jump up? You can. What's up, Natasha? What's up, Quandary? Look, little secret. I wasn't supposed to say nothing. Noella's going to roast them dudes on her own live. So just... You open your mouth.
I have to say what I want to. I didn't give you permission.
The people want you to do it.
Okay.
She's going to do it.
You ruined it. Sorry.
But here's what I want to say. I just showed you Benny Key's domestic violence charges. Here goes Cher. She kills animals. You heard what Noelle said when she was cussing him out.
They'd have got me fucking dead if you were my ex-husband.
That's what I was saying when I made the video about Benny. These are not These are not advocates. This lady's so stupid. I don't mind hurting Cher's ego and calling her out. She's so simple. And whenever she has a chance to think that she can get me, she makes herself look more like an asshole. But she stalks and harasses people, restraining orders, and she hurts animals. What type of person does this? And the poll is about this. How I met Cher.
She called you because she wanted you to help.
When I first was going to go to Texas, when I did Operation Coward, I was going to go whoop Benny Key's ass. I'm coming over to the true crime community. I don't know it like that. I stand up against Benny because of what happened with Betty, which we'll get to at the end of this live. But I don't even know the community. And everyone's telling me this big bad wolf Benny Keys. So I'm like this fucking dude. I'm like, man, I'll go to Texas and whoop his ass. But that's before I learned that he's a snitch. That he admits he's a snitch. And also I have creators that I know in Texas, and they told me just chill, don't do that. And to be honest, I wanted to go see them. Yeah. So Cher will jump on any bandwagon. When I had Cracking Cases on the live stream, she jumps in and tries to sell the man out with zero receipts, magically says, oh, I know people that know. It's like, stop it. Stop it. But it's comical to me because on top of that, you have a guy on this live that Benny did whose own daughter grift his own daughter. This guy, the guy who calls me Big Daddy. You guys don't believe me? I don't do screenshots. I bring you the real receipts, especially in an age like 2024 where you can just make screenshots up. I give you voice clips. You've heard Doug. You'll hear Bullhorn Betty tonight. Here's this grifter. And what's funny is Noelle says that he says I contacted him first. He won't show you that. I have the entire thread. But does this seem like here's what's fake about YouTube. I love calling these people out. Just remember, these people are the ones telling you about Summer Wells. So if you believe what they said about Summer Wells, that's fine. You're okay to do that. But when it comes to me, how come I can catch them in all these lies? Are they being truthful? So let's have a listen. So Benny does this live with this guy Griff. This guy.
Hey, Big Daddy, for the grin.
What?
Is that what you said?
Let's have another listen to that.
Hey, Big Daddy, for the grin.
Hey, Big Daddy, this is Grift. Let's have another listen, shall we?
Hey, Big Daddy, for the grin.
Listen.
Is that what you was up to? I didn't know if you'd made your trip to Texas yet. The damn asshole keeps on calling me now for a restricted number. I wish I'd have damn known where you was going from. which direction you come from. I'd probably hitch a ride with you. I'm at work today. We haven't worked this Sunday because Easter's next weekend. But I'll be off about I get out of here at 3:30 my time. So
hey, Sue
that's Easter. So I'll be
you
at
want to
the
come
ring
talk to
probably
me?
about
Hop on the panel quick, bitch.
give me a call, man. See what you up to this afternoon. Might get together.
So how fake is this? In this live thus far, I've showed you Doug tried to coerce me to set up Don Wells. I've showed you Cher on Twitter. Okay. Here we have this guy Grift, which is so comical. He calls me Big Daddy, and I have 7 requests from him. 7 asking me for cash apps. Then I ignore him. You know what he does? He sends the, hey, I'm using Cash App. If you hit the link with the referral code, we'll each get $15. It's like, dude, get a hint. Okay, so this is a long time ago, but hold on. But if you catch what is said here, the Big Daddy is comical, but what else is he saying? Oh, you're going to Texas. He's calling me from a private number. So here we have Griff. We're just rewinding a few years back. But the other night, there's this big elaborate domestic violence that I do. So what I'm showing you is how fake YouTube is. So this is a while ago, but you have Grift wanting. Now this is when I'm going to Texas to beat up Benny. This guy was on my dick, and what he won't show you is me contacting him first. I will demolish his proof. I have not only I have him contacting me. That's not the only voice clip that I have. I have many voice clips on 2 different numbers.
Hey, it's Griff. Oh,
so this is me playing defense. I would love to see any receipts. Cher says that Don shows her. Cher tries to tell on this live that Don told her that I abused Noelle. If this is not the most desperate attempt, why is it that, Cher, you already flunked with the broken black eyes and broken noses? Like, it's comical to see all you guys try so hard. 0 receipts. 0 receipts. So you got a guy calling me Big Daddy, asking me for cash apps, who literally is talking shit about the person who he collabs with. Isn't it funny that they become friends? Isn't it funny that you have 2 men, 2 weak men, 2 very weak men that are both shit, horrible fathers? The guy Grift, back to what I was saying, you've already been exposed. I have no idea why you even have the balls to be on YouTube. Your own daughter has came out and said that you are a scumbag, sexual abuse, and that you literally dude, you got your son addicted to meth. And then when you got raided, you put pressure on him not to snitch on you. This is years old. Nicolina has exposed it. People, I'll put it in the description box. But it's comical to see Benny is so desperate. So I tell you guys, when I had Ernie on, I'm talking about the fake beef with Dolly. How is this not fake? How is this guy so mad at Benny Keys when I want to go to Texas? My stance was then I don't like Benny, which was years ago. I still feel the same way. But it's so fake. And this is what I try to tell you people. When it comes to me with these creators, I love it. I don't know if they think that I'm getting mad. I don't know if they think that I don't know what the fuck they think, but I love it. This shit is the best because it is easier for me to prove to people with what they're trying to do with me through basic common sense and actual receipts, their voice and whatnot, that they're lying. Now, if you can understand that, you have to think back to like somebody like Benny. He's calling me a domestic violence a person. Yeah, no. But we just put your charges on the screen. And while I'm at that, we just put your charges on the screen, Benny. But the thing about it is, so we are to believe that you are just totally truthful with these trail cams and the fuckery and flip-flop that you've done with the Wells. Everybody on YouTube knows that you're a piece of shit when it comes to true crime. There's no rocket science there. But Benny, what you don't understand is this. And this is going to be between me and Benny, people, because I know he's watching. So I send those domestic violent charges to somebody, and somebody says, "Hey, Benny, wait, you ready for this?" So this is real life, Benny. Somebody tells me this story of his life. Now he's all of a sudden acting like a dad to my daughter, shaking my head. Told her he'd pay her rent for March because he fell on hard times. I won't read the end. Oh, here, take it. Read it. Read it. No.
Not loud.
Read it.
I'll read it.
Oh, you already know who this is.
I know who you're talking about.
Benny, that's crazy that I know that, right?
Sucks for you, Benjamin.
That's crazy that I know that, Benny, isn't it? You can make me a domestic violence person or lie that I hold Noelle down and shoot her up. You look like Abraham Lincoln. The other dude, Griff, you used to be a fat bastard when you're fat and freckly. You're fat and freckly. But you used to be fat and freckly when you made the scam up in Summer's name with 423 Chase. Your daughter has already told the internet that really weird shit, but that you're addicted to meth. People, they will always tell you what they are. And I will get Noelle to do that live. You have to do it, babe. The people want to see it. So that's all I'm going to say about that. And we'll continue this after the fake response.
This is so funny.
Isn't it funny? Here's what I want to tell you.
If he's got the balls enough to keep that live up, and for how long?
Here's what's funny. I guarantee, you guys know I always call this. I guarantee you this. Some type of fake screenshots. That's my guess. Some type of fake screenshots trying to show some type of domestic violence. That's just a guess of mine. I mean, which would make no sense either because my wife is right here, but that's my prediction. Speaking of predictions and leaving that there. Speaking of predictions, don't tell them what you want to do. Hey, download that. Download it. So speaking of predictions, that's my prediction. I don't know what's going to happen, but here's my prediction. Speaking of predictions, and I'm going to the comments after this, is a couple months ago, I made a prediction to... No, it wasn't a couple months ago. It was right before I went to Tennessee. Because it was when JLR went to the border. I made a prediction that he would get out of true crime and start doing political stuff. That's what its channel looks to be like looking. This is kind of a shitty kind of screenshot. What this is if you go to JLR's channel, he's got a contact form there. And I reached out to JLR if you watch my community post. And I in this email, I said, hey, let's put it behind us, dude. I want to know about Betty. Because Betty also, if you've been seeing my screenshots, look at this. Another moron with 0 receipts. What she's...
She admitted she lied.
Yeah. Oh, I gotta play the clip too. She says, you're a wife beater and tried to commit violence upon me. Keep threatening to shut me up, and we will see how long you stay free. Stay in Cape Coral, and I know you're not in jail. I know you're PO.
He doesn't have a PO.
This lady is fucking, this gaslighting is horrendous. So the reason for this comment is if you watch the short I played on my video, she's so stupid. She's a wet brain. She's a, someone who drinks a lot of beers. She's a wet brain. She literally made a live and said that I was in jail. When did I threaten this lady with violence? When? Okay. Here's what happened, people. What I think happened. Okay. I really haven't been talking about Bullhorn Betty in a long time. Yes, there was a time years ago where I went on a month thing about calling her out, but I don't talk about her like that. Every now and then, if she does something stupid, I'll make a parody, but it's been a while since I've done one of those. My best guess at this is this. She's mad because when we went to Tennessee, she went to Tennessee. And I went to the event for Summer's birthday at the church. And I made it noticeable that I was there because I know her in real life. And if you don't know this, I'm going to give you the total recap of this wet brain Bullhorn Betty, how I met, what you should know about her, and the whole story. Because I do know that there's new subs of this channel that doesn't know this. So I'm going to give you the recap. But how I think this is even came, because I really don't talk about her, people. Just let me know in the comments. But when I did go to Tennessee, I was like, there's no tragedy pimps coming here. Because if you've been subscribed to this channel for some time, you would know that Bullhorn Betty is scared of that one. Petrified of that one. Bullhorn Betty is not who you perceive on YouTube. Okay. We know her in real life. Okay. A lot of these people that you watch on YouTube are not themselves. Okay. Now, if you want me to guess, I don't think Smiley is who she perceives himself to do. Anyone who talks constantly about themselves in third party, you're not Conor McGregor. Stop it. You have a few YouTube. Stop it. But when someone keeps consistently talking about themselves in third party, Smiley, this Bullhorn Betty, this clout thing is going to your head a little bit, just a little bit. It's weird, okay? But this Bullhorn Betty is a character on the internet.
Let's not forget the night that dumbass showed his own point in the video.
Thank you for that. I've broken down literally Benny.
Both of us, we were going.
He's holding up a syringe on his live. These people will always call you what they are. And isn't it funny that here we have Bullhorn Betty with the wife beater stuff? Where is the receipts? Where is the proof? So here we go. Just like Cher, the survivor advocate, the child advocate, Bullhorn Betty did one even better. You know what she said? She says she's on the phone. What'd she say?
Oh, you beat me up and I called her for help or something.
Which is comical because...
Well, if I'm going to call someone and this dude's hitting me, I ain't going to be able to get to the phone, first of all, because, yeah, I can't move if he's holding me down.
Can you...
Number two, I'm not calling Andrew, I'm calling fucking cops.
But why?
Help, man.
But why didn't she call the cops?
Because she's not a real fucking advocate.
So she let you get beat up.
Well, not really.
I know that, but that's what. Can you send me the pictures of the bar that night? At least one. Yeah. Do you have them? All right. I'm gonna send you. I'm gonna tell you a lot about Betty tonight. So I reached out to JLR, but let me go to the comments. I've been ignoring them. I have a lot to talk about. This is why I have to go live more, guys. But this is just this is like a comedy roast session. But let's catch up on these comments, guys. I'm gonna rewind back. Okay? So a lot of people want you to do that live, babe. Hey guys, listen, y'all tell her in the chat. She needs to do that live. She has a good idea.
This is not Andra, but this is just, you know.
It's not Andra.
Hold on.
Do you have it? Also, Andra, they will always tell you what they are. Like Burnt Toast has a live stream up still, and it has Andra Griffin's criminal record. Like there's 900 domestic violence charges. Her nickname is the Florida Strangler. That's my nickname. This shit is comical. This shit is comical. Betty, the other predator. Like what? This is, you guys are hating. I love my wife. You listen, when I say this, chat, if I call Betty lonely or Benny lonely, I understand there's people out there that have lost a spouse. I'm not talking to you. I actually have a lot of respect for anyone who's lost a spouse. So I'm not calling you lonely, or I don't, even if you even
her spouses because they ran away from her.
Well,
Screaming.
That's what I'm saying. So I have to say that because so many times when I'm up here talking shit about these tragedy pimps, people take my words out of context. So if you've noticed this live, I'm trying to explain things more clear. And I'm working on it, guys. So I'm not speaking to anyone who has lost a spouse or is divorced. You are far, far, far not in better and not in these idiots category. But for these idiots, Betty, you're lonely. You're lonely. You're lonely. And I'm enjoying watching your YouTube downfall. Everything that I've said was going to happen has happened. Benny, I mean, I just read you something that only me and you know about. But I saw what you've done to your ex on top of getting arrested twice for stalking and harassing. You, unfortunately, bro, you better find somebody in your 50s. Benny, today's your birthday. Today's your birthday. As I was reading your police report, today's your birthday. You're 46 years old, Benny. You're 46. You're gonna be 50 in no time. You lose so your 40s, you might as well kiss them goodbye. You have another decade to find love. I mean, literally, you have about another decade. You kind of have to make it happen really soon. I mean, just stick with me, Benny, because look, there's no telling when we come and go nowadays. And with your hepatitis C and whatnot, it's tough. I mean, you're working with like a short time frame. It could be done, and I hope that you find happiness.
Yeah, 20 minutes before you fucking choke to death.
But I don't think that you will. Somebody getting arrested at 45 years old for stalking their spouse, you haven't matured enough to where it's because, bro, what happened with you is you needed to go do that prison bid. You needed to go get incarcerated because that snitching that you did just kept you at that fuckboy level. You weren't around no real ones to grow you up or to help you become a man. You were doing the internet stuff, and it obviously shows. But the reason for the poll is because Cher hits me up when I'm going to Texas, and she says that Benny doxed her. Isn't it funny that I'm explaining something about grift, and I'm playing you an audio recording of him calling me Big Daddy and a lot that I haven't shown you, 2 different numbers. And years later, there's best friends now, right? How fake is that? But it goes with Cher too. Cher and I have screenshots with this, but we're just playing defense at this point. They won't rebuttal this. They won't deny this. They won't call shenanigans. I promise you. But shows, and this is also all news if you've been following the channel. Cher hits me up because I'm going to Texas, and she tells me a long dramatic story about how Benny fucked her over. Not only that, she tells me the reason for the poll, that she used to be very close to Benny. And Mark, which we'll have some upcoming videos about, Mark got really mad about this. Why? Because Cher would text Benny the red heart symbols, which is comical, Mark, because the Torch Spotlight and At the Couch clips have also showed that you've had a girlfriend. You've admitted that you had a girlfriend, Cher, and that you yourself was on drugs. But when we do the timeline, you're hanging out with your ex-girlfriend, wait for it, with a mask on. There's only one time in life that anybody would be wearing a mask, and that would be COVID-19. So either you and Mark broke up for a day. Whoa. So you mean to tell me that Mark was mad about your emojis? Cher, you know that I could show this. And you are really, really tripping on my wife.
They didn't hold back thinking wanting to make me get beat up and killed.
Why don't you expose this hoe? No, you expose this hoe, babe. I'm tired of her. Babe, you have all her screenshots. I have a few. Like I said in this live, they always go to wifey. Like she don't save everything. People in the chat, get Noelle to do it. People in the chat, get Noelle to do it. Watching this replay, get Noelle to do it. Y'all get on her. But Cher, why? And Cher, you know I'm not lying. This is between me and you, right? Cher, this is awesome. You want to jump at every opportunity. No, bitch. Remember those, lady. Lady, your monster butt check. Your monster butt, lady, stop it. Lady, stop it. So Cher hits me up. I'm all new to true crime, and she's telling me that Benny has done all these horrendous things, and Mark feels some type of way because she texts Benny these heart emojis, and they are very good friends. So Mark is jelly. And if you, the Torch Spotlight, or you could watch on my channel, we find evidence of Cher's ex-girlfriend. Yes, she's bisexual, out of her own admission. The problem is they're in a car together with masks on. People, COVID. Remember, she grifted for the teeth and then grifted for the marriage? Like Mark, you're a buster, like Don said. It gets worse, people. It gets worse. But Cher, see, what you people need to realize is I'm not Don and Candace. You keep trying, you do this weak gaslighting attempt where you're like, oh, you're trying to shit on me and then say some flaw shit like you're not shitting on Noelle. We have already outsmarted you. And Noelle, you have to expose this bitch. People in the chat, one in the chat for Noelle. One in the chat, people. One in the chat.
Go three this time.
Free, what's happening? I'm dropping the link for you in a second. You want the link? I'm going to give it to you, but you know I lose my thought, Free.
Yeah, I sent you some pictures.
All right. What does it say? Salty. What? How to become a member? The link. She loves furry costume too. Listen. So when I say, is she a good wife?
No, I'm nasty.
No, my poll was about Cher. There's a lot of things about Cher, but what I don't like is like these zero receipts. So I just want to leave all that there. We're gonna let Noelle handle part 2. And because she has really good ideas of how to debunk all this. So people, You'll do it, babe, please. Tell the people when you're gonna do it.
They said please. I haven't.
Thank you guys. You guys need to get Noelle back on YouTube. She's awesome. She's awesome. I've been trying to.
Boring. I don't want to be.
She thinks she's boring. She's good, y'all. Y'all tell her in the comments. She's good. All right, look. Now I'm to BHB. Okay, look, BHB. So BHB. Let me show you. Let me show you. Let me play this real fast. We're going to be at BHB real fast. That little thing between me and Benny, that's what happens when you do things like this. He'll get it. Don't worry.
He knew that when he knew that I would take the blame for his stuff. Okay. So he had his house raided for his stuff. Okay. So he had his house raided with all of his guns and drugs there. I was 19 at the time. He worked. I didn't. I took the blame because I thought that's what you're supposed to do. And come to find out 6 years later when I'm going through my paperwork that he was the one that set that whole thing up. And I had no idea.
Oh, I tell my baby mother's looking ass. Oh, I tell the mother of my child have an ass. You know what? I think these people hate me for. I mean, I could care less. I called.
Great at pissing people off. You can be quite the asshole, so I kind of get it, but
I'm supposed to.
What they did here, no. They very, very honestly could have done a lot of fucking damage if I was with my ex-husband.
So debunk it. Debunk it.
And that's not okay, especially if you're a survivor. You know better, bitch.
So here's the deal, people. I call out their behavior. Look, I want to say this.
I just show up and knock on doors.
I want to be clear about this. I come to the internet. I have a friend in the chat, Free from Fetters Grove. I dropped the link for him if he's still in here. He's in the prison community. I come to the internet talking about my criminal record, what happened to me, where I went, a whole different community. I came from the prison community. Okay, so I put all my shit out well before true crime. Okay,
you have to.
You have to. Okay. The thing is, man, I just want to be transparent for anybody in the bushes or anybody who has heard something of me or doesn't support me because, you know, you support somebody I may be talking about. That's fine. You can think whatever you want, but I do want to say this. I don't ever want anyone to support my channel. When I call out Cher for having harassment and stalking charges and animal cruelty and Benny this and that, I'm not acting better than them. The difference is I own mine. I own my stuff. I've admitted to it. I've told stories about not only my charges, what happened, what prison I went to, what happened in the prison when I was there, all that. It's all super old news, okay? But I own it. The difference is I could show you that domestic violence charge that I put on the screen with Benny Keys. He will never acknowledge it. He will deny it. He will gaslight. He will never own it. Cher has been saying for years she didn't. So here's the deal. If you don't know this, Cher had a trailer with 2 dogs in it. There was when the police came, there was no water and no dog food in the bowls for those dogs. She had animal cruelty charges. Okay, I'm just gonna speak on the animal cruelty charges. She will not own it. She will deny, and she blames her sister. Who does that? So with Griff, his own This guy's a joke. He calls me big. This guy's a joke. But like 50 channels have uber exposed him. His children are on the internet complete. Like he's like just a joke. But with these people, they will tell their subs everything but yeah, that happened. It wasn't easy for me to tell y'all that I got arrested when I did. It was just for driving with no license, but I was embarrassed. Hey, look, I was embarrassed. It wasn't easy for me to do that. But if I keep it from you, someone else is going to tell you. And then you're going to be like, white boy's not being honest. So I got ahead of it. I didn't have a problem.
I went live that same day. I was sick as fuck. I went live and I had to tell everyone before they found out on their own.
It was tough for me to do that. It was also very difficult for me because I almost got my gun rights back. It takes, in Florida, you have to be out for 10 years. I had 8. I had 8 years with not one ticket, no arrest. And then it cost me a lot of money. It cost me a lot of financial stress. It cost me a lot of relationship problems, a lot of bickering. There was, it really.
Speaking of that, just real quick, and I'm not saying it's right, but it's a point. Have any of y'all ever seen me really mad and he annoys me and I look at and I say some like sharp ass things? My mouth is a loaded gun. Have you ever heard me say some not nice things to Matt live? Do you think I wouldn't have got my ass handed to me if he was abusive? Because I'm not the nice person and I get mad. I have a bad mouth. I'm working on it. I ain't perfect.
Well, there's 0 receipts. That's what I tell you. It's comical. It's comical. You should do your plan and just make them look so stupid. You have a good plan. I'm not going to say no more. But anyway, let me get off these morons. The thing is, man, is I'll own my shit. So I own it. And any of my supporters know that. If you think that I'm lying or making this up, just go to my catalog of videos. I'll tell you what has happened with me, which is even more comical with these people because with Betty here, what we're about to hear is she's trying to tell the internet that I got arrested. Like, lady, what are you doing? I told my audience that I got arrested, and then I posted the body cam footage that I got arrested, and then I called you guys from jail. So here's Bullhorn Betty. This is like the worst that I've seen. Desperation attempts. Watch this shit. Where's it at? Oh, I don't got it. Shit. Oh, here. I'm gonna have to just play it like this, guys. Hold on, let me find it. Oh, that's why. There it is. Here we go.
Calm down a little bit, but still, there's still some, crusty crabs out there, so to speak. To say the least, right? And one of these people decided while we were getting together to do some meet and greets with some people here in Florida. This was last year, I believe. And we had this husband and wife that just thought they were just Billy Bad Butts, and they wanted to come hunt us down and, had razors in their hair, really some crazy stuff. These were also the same people that said
she literally said
the lawful legal work I was doing is going to somehow wind me up in jail. Of course. Now, mind you, these are people that have substance abuse issues and alcohol abuse issues. And people are listening to them, just no problem. I just want to let you know what kind of garbage you're filling in your head.
She's so desperate for
Yeah, shall we? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so. Does anybody know a guy by the
Natasha
name of
wants
White
it.
Boy Lockdown Radio?
Drop your link.
Not the nicest guy. He used to be part of our crew through Gabby Petito, but him and his wife turned out to be
Natasha.
really pieces of work. Okay, just garbage. They got mad at Marissa and decided to take it out on every single person because they can't control their behavior. And I couldn't understand why they couldn't control their behavior until I went to a birthday party and realized this guy's pretty violent. And not only is he violent, he's violent to his wife. That was it for me. So I turned the other cheek because, again, I gave her my opinion. She didn't want to listen. That's not my problem. I can only do what I can do, right? I can only do what I can do. I am going to say that I do hope she still gets help with the situation. But her boyfriend or her husband is now officially in jail, of course. Why? Because he can't quit drinking and driving.
What a moron. So this was 7 days ago. I got out of jail like 3 months ago. How long has it been?
Thank God, the first week in November, you got out at fucking 7 o'clock in the morning, and I was there at 4:30.
So hold on, people. Let this is like you can't even make this live up right now. So I want to just keep everybody on point here. This was 7 days ago. This lady is telling her audience that I'm in jail. She's reading an article, which is fine. I never got convicted of any drunk driving.
No, you didn't.
I got convicted. I got charged with like 10 things. Then I came live and told you guys. And then literally through the process, I'm like, hey guys, they pencil fucked me. I'm going to beat all this shit. Well, most of it. I didn't think I would beat all of it, but what they hit me with? Refusal to blow. And the only reason that
Oh my God, you did not take a breathalyzer. What the fuck?
So
You're a horrible man.
I was not driving. I was parked
He was sleeping.
in a parking spot.
He was snoring.
I was actually sleeping. However, what she's saying, so just so we're clear, okay? Remember, this is BHB, someone who also covers cases. This was 7 days ago. Even if people don't like me, they know that I've been out of jail for some time. She's dead serious on her live, telling people I'm in jail. Like, what the fuck? But this is somebody who's covering missing child cases. You have to have like the facts down to the T. This is somebody who's saying that Hawkins County needs to go ahead and say Summer Wells is dead so they can move on and charge the parents. How psychotic is that? This is somebody whose downfall is unreal on YouTube, and I'm enjoying it. But this lady has lost her mind. You send me the pictures? So the night that she's talking about, receipts.
Wait, okay, that's that birthday party that we had. And then they said I was snorting cocaine off the table in a public fucking establishment with wait staff and managers and.
She didn't say that. That was Michelle.
Them fucking idiots, all of them said.
Yeah, but people, listen, you got to chill because people in the chat don't. A lot of new subscribers, they don't know anything about this. So I'm gonna give them a wrap up on this. So I'm bringing you guys all up to date about Bullhorn Betty. So you send me so just like the other morons. So Bullhorn Betty is telling you that I'm beating my wife up, right? Okay. I mean, she's got no receipts. Okay, but she's telling you this. What you put on Twitter? Oh, that's why. No. You're right. Okay. This now. Does this look like a night? Does this look like the night where Bullhorn Betty is concerned for my wife's safety? What? People, this is comical. Okay, this is comical. All right. However, I want to give people a rundown on Bullhorn Betty. So she tells people on her channel, I'm in jail. Okay. This lady is funny. Okay. I reached out to JLR. I was hoping to him to reach out. Okay. He didn't do it. I did. I also talked to the Gabby Petito family today. And they told me a lot of information. Unfortunately, unlike the Wells, I can't, unfortunately, I can't relate everything that I said to them. Okay. Maybe in the future. However, maybe in the future, but it puts me in a really, really bad spot right now because I really want to tell you guys, but I can't break that trust. Okay. Anyway, let me just forget about that. I met this lady. I met this lady when I went to the Gabby Petito case behind me. Okay. If you look behind me, if you look behind me on the wall, you see the Summer Wells stuff. You see the Gabby Petito stuff. There's me speaking to the youth, the troubled youth. But in the Gabby Petito case, I didn't really know. Oh, I guess I can explain it like this. And this is very important for people if you're new to this channel. If you guys have been around for some time, help me in the comments, please. I appreciate it. Help me out, guys, if you've been around. So, like I said earlier, in the prison community, I did prison content. This case happened in my area, in my community, and me and Noel went out there. I met these people out there. And just so everybody understands, truthfully and clearly, when we went out there, it was a few days after any Facebook pages or groups were forming any protest. We went out there and we were joined some protests, okay, for this young woman's family. I met Andra first. I met JLR second. Then I met Molly Golightly. Then I met Nerdy Addict. And then I met Miss Harmony's people. And then I met a lot of YouTubers when I was out there. Chronicles of Olivia, who has moved. This lady, TNT, I met a lot of people out there, okay? I went on a months and months tirade about these people because I did befriend these people out on this case. Now, if I'm being honest with you guys,
Yeah, right. Love the draw, Poppy.
if I'm being honest, JLR was always kind of weird, but I could respect it because one of the first things that he told me when I was out there was he's been doxxed by Antifa. Okay. And to be clear, JLR, after this whole thing, was probably like the worst one that I had any animosity to. I think he's a pussy for not being a man and for saying something for the people who've been around for a long time. But make a long story short, I meet these people and I'm out there. It's just me and Noel, and we're out there recording stuff. It's our community. We meet these people. There's a lot of groups forming. So we get in contact with them. And because we're local, we keep coming back and meeting up together, right? And we actually worked pretty good as a team. If I got to keep it real, and any subscribers who've been around for a long time, you guys can say, to be honest, we almost found Brian Laundrie. we came very close. Okay. Doug, live from Northport. Shout out to you. You were involved in this as well. But there was a law passed from the protests that were out there in Florida. But keep in mind, this was the summer of love when BLM was burning down cities and CNN was telling you it was mostly peaceful with firebombs behind them and whatnot. So the governor DeSantis was like, fuck that. And we were protesting during that time. So DeSantis, there was a law created in Florida that nobody could ever do what we were doing. And I hate to say it, but there was things that happened that I didn't agree with that went down out there.
Yeah, they were a bunch of idiots.
Okay.
Nobody can say that you did
There was a lot that I didn't agree with out there. You can't find me knocking on the laundry's door. I knew they were guilty. I knew they were. And if you know anything about that case, what's came out in the lawsuit recently, the parents almost came out this close from getting arrested. But you have Molly Golightly doing a stunt, and then she's lying in front of me. She's like sexually hitting on me. It was fucking weird. Okay. Now on top of that, man, she's so loud. Like people didn't like the protesting. Like that lady almost got swung on like 10 times. Like you can watch my live streams. I'm like chasing these dudes off because this lady Golightly has this big fucking mouth and she keeps like snapping at these dudes. But I'm the type of person where I'm a protector. Like if you're like around my friends or whatnot, I'm gonna make sure like we're good, right? And then one time a dude like drove a car real fast, like right by Noelle and was that Betty or Molly? And I beat the shit out that dude. It's all my live streams, and whatever. A lot of shit happened, but I was seeing a lot of flaw shit. Like they were selling the interviews. For instance, we all went from one location to from the laundry house to Brian Laundrie's sisters, and we protested over there. And then me and Noelle left, and the sister finally came out, and Jonathan and Andra sold the footage to where?
After promising to TMZ.
The TMZ. So they were like selling
They set that shit up.
interviews and shit. And then me and Noelle were talking, and like things would happen when we weren't there. Like, why is the footage getting sold when we're okay? Then we find out they plant evidence out there, right? So we slowly like detach ourselves, right? FBI press conference comes, and they find human remains, and the case kind of dies down. Okay. It was a lot for me and Noelle. We didn't go out there once or twice. We were out there for weeks at a time. Okay. It was very intriguing. It was a total different thing. Something I never dealt with.
It was hard.
I would come home from protesting and from being out there and being around FBI and the police. I would come home and be laying on this bed with Noelle. And I'd say, well, what do you think? And she would tell me something totally different than what I was thinking. And it was weird because we're at the same place. It's how weird it was in real time. But
It was so hard because we got you don't realize how close we get. Like that girl we felt for. She was a family.
yeah.
We invested so many feelings and so much of our time that it was hard. And she didn't get justice. He should have went to jail. He shouldn't have killed himself if he's dead.
So we did get a thanks from the family. Like I said, I talked to her cousin today. And I really want to tell you what was said, but I can't. But We got thanks from the family. We brought the internet, the great aunt. Yeah. And when I say that we got close to Fire and Brian Laundrie,
I was like 20 feet from his head.
It was us as a team using the internet on live streams, telling us what to do. So bringing the great aunt, and the great aunt was like, "Thank you for all the support online." It was a special moment. It was a special moment. But I'm losing my voice. But let me wrap this up. After that case gets wrapped up, Molly, I started to see weird shit. Okay, the planted evidence, the sold interviews, and all this. Noelle never liked Molly Golightly.
I told you from the start. Everything was planned. This, that. And you're like, oh, stop. Give them a chance. I'm like, Merce, I like her. Give her a chance.
So yeah, Noelle never liked Molly Golightly, and she told me this many times. And not only Noelle, I don't know who this lady is. I'm coming from the prison community. All these true crime people are like, dude, stay away. Shenanigans. Stay away. Stay away. Stay away. And I don't know. I'm like, what? It's kind of cool to me. I'm totally blind. So I should have listened, and I apologize to all those people. Make a long story short. The case ends, and they want to go to Summer Wells. They want to go to Tennessee. I'm not friends with Don Wells. I'm not friends with Candace Wells. I don't know who Benny Keys is. They want us to go.
Oh.
And
that bitch caused me so much trouble.
I'm like I told you, I'm laying with my wife. This was a lot to deal with this case. Like, I'm not just saying it. It was physically a lot.
And we run a rescue part-time, like out of our own pocket. And we volunteer for other rescues, like actual rescues, but we don't do on our own. Like, we don't just have the luxury to pick up and leave like they do. Marissa, maybe you're allowed to be a shit mom. I'm sure your husband loves when you're away and he don't care. But I need to be home for my family.
So I just started a new job. I can't just go to Tennessee like this. Okay. And I'm telling them this. But remember, I'm telling you, when we're protesting, these people are running up. These people are running up on these people. So JLR got swung on. Betty gets swung on. I wasn't there for that. Molly gets swung on like 3 times. I was there for that. I'm like, hey, bro, get your bitch ass up out of here. I'm running these dudes away, right? At the same time, Molly Golightly would not walk down the street without Noelle because she's not from Florida.
She said this is a bad.
She was scared to death.
What?
Okay, I'm recapping this. I'm missing a lot out of this. But when they go to Tennessee, they invite us. I'm like, nah, I gotta work. A lot of shenanigans happen. Like, I see, I'm starting to peep it and shit. But they're like, oh, the Summer Wells, this and that. I'm like, nah, I'm straight. I gotta work. So all this drama happens, and they're like, oh, this guy Benny Keys, this and that. I'm like, man, look here. I actually reasoned with them. I said, you know what? How about this? I'll go up there. I'll fly up there, and I'll fly back with Noelle. We'll make a bunch of videos. If that guy sees you with me, he's not going to bother you. So this is where the fallout came from. They weren't happy with that. They wanted me to be around them the entire time because.
Oh, and we didn't accept her Marissa's money too.
Yeah, yeah. So when I offered that deal out of my own fucking pocket, Marissa tries to buy me, Molly. She goes, no, I'll pay come up there for a week. I said, no, I can't. I'm starting a new job. I can't do that. Just listen to me. If they see me, they're not going to bother you. She wasn't comfortable because she was afraid of this guy, Benny. I've played the voicemails. I've showed the screenshots, especially of Betty. So I'm offering to do this. I talked to Andra. I talked to Molly. I talked to Princess. I talked to JLR. They get to Tennessee, and it got really weird. As soon as they get there, they tell everybody to subscribe to me and Damaged Goods because
that's because they fucking caused so much trouble with the lies.
Yeah, they got caught in the lie.
They let us spend thousands of dollars just to tell us that they decided as a group that we weren't allowed.
Yes. So, mind you, I don't need nobody to buy me a plane ticket. I'm a working man. Okay. I don't need nobody to do nothing for me. But mind you, they were afraid of this dude. There's months and months of lives about me breaking this down and showing you everything. I'm giving you a very fast wrap up. Mods, Carol, please tell them where to go. There's a playlist of the Gabby Petito case. You can watch all this on. When I get to Tennessee, or when they get to Tennessee, I see them lying. Like I'm watching them at this point. And I call them. I call Molly. I say, hey, you were really scared of this guy, Benny. Like, what happened? Now, mind you, she was petrified of going up there. And what I'm telling you is I've been with these people in real life. I saw Molly ask my wife to hold her hand. We went to a meet and greet. Okay. You just heard her say Noelle had, when we went to the meet and greet here in our town, they said Noelle had shotguns and razors and knives in their biggest.
I told her for years, it's going to be harder for you to leave after you come here. It's easy to get here, harder to leave.
So when they get there, Molly's not, when they get to the Tennessee, Molly's not petrified of Benny no more. And JLR was concerned too. I call her and she's like, oh, I think he's going to fanboy me. That's not normal. If somebody's legit scared of somebody, you're not going to say they're going to fan you. You're not a celebrity. So I'm watching this shit go down, and I call somebody. Molly gives me Don Wells' old number. So Benny Keys is going up there. I don't know Benny Keys then. I call Don, and we laugh about this to this day because it's funny how it went full circle. I'm trying to like play mind games on Don, and Don hangs up on me. He calls me back. But I was like, bro, if I have to go up there, now I never meant to go up there, but I'm telling Don, I'm like, if I have to go up there, bro, I know you have a missing daughter and stuff, but if I smash this dude and police comes, I don't know what, I'm just trying to like kind of manipulate Don. I don't know him at this point. Then the whole thing happens with this guy coming down the driveway at the log. And that's where I lost it. That's when I know all this shit was fake. Because I'm peeping everything that's going on. I'm missing so much out. But I'm leaving a lot out. Okay. But what happens is this guy comes down with a log. And there's a big dramatic scene that YouTubers create. I'm at work. Molly Golightly people are blowing me up because she texts me and says, I'm in fear for my life. I call the police for her. I'm mad at her. I'm peeping what's going on, but goddamn, You tell me you're in fear for your life, I call the law for you. The law comes. There's nothing they can do. No problem. That's how it all goes on YouTube. Then there's nothing. Then I'm texting, calling, nothing. Until Andra BHB has a guilt trip and calls and leaves a voicemail on my shit. And you know what she says? She says, the threat is at 0. Talk to him, Paul. Talk to him a bit. Finish up. She goes, the threat's at 0. We're okay. There's nothing going on. That guy, Benny, is a joke. So she doesn't even realize that Marissa told me her life is in danger. So Marissa's lying to her. Everybody's lying to each other. But I'm peeping it all. So I go live after me and the world talk about it and figure the whole thing out. And we start exposing this shit.
Come on.
And then so we start exposing this shit, and then they get defensive. So Marissa, Molly, starts talking mad shit to my wife. Like how she's gonna beat her ass. Guess what? We're on drugs. And guess what? I beat her up. Which is comical. So, and then, and this is a very short story about this. So, then, Bullhorn Betty, I play her voicemail to the whole internet, and people are putting a lot of pressure on them. And a lot of people have seen it for what it was. I did this for months at a time. It wasn't one live. I did live. I made sure people understood they're fraudulent.
Thank God we recorded all the home.
Yeah.
We got home and then I ended my live. You went live, and then I ended up doing like freaking a tour on YouTube because everybody wanted me on the panel.
Yeah.
And
No, I'm not there yet. You talking about meet and greet?
Yeah, the meet and
So
greet.
not there. So then they got all bitter because Molly has this huge ego. I'm playing Betty's own words, like I always do, guys, but they get really mad, and Molly has this cult that comes by. It's a big thing. Okay, whatever. I do my month and month expose. Whatever.
Oh my gosh.
This guy, Benny.
So it was like overboard with how you were going.
This guy, Benny Keys, makes like one video. I'm like, what is this stream beam looking at Abraham Lincoln talking about? I'll smack the fuck out of it. So I'm laughing at this point. Like, I'm like, these people are all fake. So I'm like, this dude, I'm like, Operation Coward. Where's this guy live? Texas? I'm going to go smack the shit out of him. So all these creators he's harassed have contacted me. Just catching everybody up. Now, yeah, Cher included. But grift included, which is comical. Speeding it up. A lot happens as well. I'm leaving out, but they have a meet and greet. Okay. Andra, House of Weenies. Or his name is House of Williams, but I call him House of Weenies. Andra, House of Weenies, Betty, Chronicles of they have a meet and greet. Guess where? Like 20 minutes away is where they plan to have the meet and greet. Now, a lot that I'm leaving out is as we're exposing them, they're gaslighting us bad. Like almost as bad as the stuff I've covered tonight. Just no receipts, nothing. So my wife is like, yo, Marissa, I'm going to beat the fuck out of you if I see you again. And guess what? She comes back to town. So as promised.
You cannot say I didn't hold my promise.
So as promised, we pull up. I tell them, hey, look, we're pulling up. You have nothing to worry about me, but wifey has some shit to handle.
It was Christmas Eve. We were going to Mom's house.
Yeah.
And a very wonderful lady, a person that's a good friend of mine, said, hey, you guys, you heard the meet and greet? I'm like, no, what's up? And then my phone gets text.
So there's a live on my channel. It's called Pulling Up to the Meet and Greet, where you can watch all this in real time. So we pull up and they get word and none of them come. I told you they're scared in real life. Okay.
They were freaking the fuck out and talking shit and acting stupid.
So they call the police on us. The manager makes us leave, pays for the drinks. Then he apologizes to me the next day. But meat potatoes is Andra. They never showed up. Andra says that Noelle had knives, samurai swords. What else? Brass knuckles in her hair.
A gang of thugs.
Come show the people your hair.
Sorry, but
In her hair.
don't you need to have friends?
Come more. Come more. Come to the camera here. She in Noelle's hair. Like, what the fuck? These people are fake as fuck. But
Well, my hair is down right now, but I'm having a bun.
So I'm telling you all this because if you don't know that all that happened, you can see it. Okay. This lady is crazy. What's happening with Betty is she's getting sued twice right now on YouTube. It's bad. I've literally, since all that happened, she keeps calling. She wanted to say that I was in some team. I was never part of their team. This is my community. But I called it. I'm like, I kept telling people that Molly and Betty really didn't like each other because literally they didn't. And Betty would always trash Molly. So that was the first one to go that I called.
We were walking through the woods and she was free. It's like a scary movie. The Blair
do you
Witch
know-
Project. I was like, oh my
You know,
God.
Olivia's getting sued and she moved.
I heard.
So it's funny because Betty is miserable right now. She has no man. She's got a house by herself. And the friends that she had on YouTube are all gone.
Oh, the poor babies.
Are all gone.
So sad.
And I literally called this thing. She's mad and saying this, in my opinion, because she really wanted to go to that Summer Wells event, and I completely shut it down. Because trust and believe me, she will never come anywhere if Noelle's there.
I'm sitting there throughout the whole time, the whole event, and I had just looking, whisper over my shoulder out the door every like 20 minutes.
Yeah, razors.
I had my hair wrapped up in this really tight little like bun. It looked like a little shit nugget on top of my head. And they're telling me that I had razor blades and fucking brass knuckles and samurai swords. I mean, I don't know.
Well, Bobby.
A gang of thugs. Well, I don't know what I had. I probably carried some things in my lady purse.
Natasha, that's the first time you saw us. That's funny. Do you remember what we're saying?
She might have been a Marissa person. Is that how I know her name? Because I know she's familiar. Come on, Wispies. Stop.
I'm giving a real short version. I don't understand why this lady would A, tell people that I'm in jail, or B, when did I threaten her?
You never threatened anybody. Neither did I. I even said it. I'm like, Andra, I didn't say anything about Andra.
Let me say that.
I was going talking to Marissa, and she's like, you talk to my friends, and then you're threatening me.
So, wait, you're forgetting something. So I forgot a lot, but before the meet and greet,
You gotta go potty, girl?
Doug Live from Northport gets attacked by some psycho.
Oh,
And I cover this because this is a creator that I know, that I like, and it's a fucked up situation. Okay. Molly was thinking about coming to Florida to cover it at the courthouse when this happened. Because these people are not who you think they are on the internet. You could show that, right? You got the screenshot still?
Of what?
Oh,
of her
so
saying
she,
we can go, Noel to beat my ass
yeah.
after
So
it's
she
over?
texts me and she's like, because I'm covering this now, as she is before she got canceled. She texts me out of the blue, like, I'm not friends with you. Again, like I showed you Cher, like I let you hear Doug. They always try to schmooze you over. Just remember that. I show you guys this all the time. If I'm showing you this of so many people, how many are really doing it, right? How many are really doing it, right? And working together. It's funny that all these people say that I beat up Noel, and we're more happy than all of them. 0 receipts. But you have Molly Golightly contacted me saying, hey, look, do you want to get together and cover Doug live together? Something. She's like, make sure you tell your wife, I don't want her to beat my ass. Ha, 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 ha. No. Lady, no. You talked all that shit after you burnt us, but you gaslit us. And I wasn't even used to it then. Like, it was like a lot to deal with, right? And you talked all that shit, but you shot it towards my wife's way. Like, and my wife's been saying, bitch, I'll kick your fucking ass if I see you again. Now you want to come all the way from Pennsylvania to Florida to cover something, and you want to get like some permission and just no, lady, you're flaw. Man, I don't give 3 strikes. That's not what me and Noel do. You burn us one time. That's it. Done. Over with. It's not a baseball game. It's not 3 strikes you're out. What is this? So it's the weirdest shit. So she never came, needless to say. But then the meet and greet came. And look, I drove wifey there. I'm like, listen, I just don't whoop her too bad. We got to get out of there before the cops come. So listen, it is what it is. Married life. So we go, nothing happens. This lady, BHB, puts herself in the fucking spotlight. And she was super mad because they were all too scared to go to their own meet and greet. Like, these dumbass Karens were getting all ready with the makeup, like, all day. They were doing all these lives, all the makeup. Like, they were getting all fabulous, all dressed up with nowhere to go. Then they didn't even show up. But nobody had a problem with Betty. If they were to show up, Noel was going to just bing, bing, and Molly would go to sleep. The problem is Betty made it all about her. All about her. All about her. But this lady is a joke. I'm not telling you a lot, and I can't because my voice is going. This is why I got to go live more, people. I can't even get through a live. We'll have to continue it. Let me get some. There's nothing wrong with married life. Man, I can't talk. I was explaining that's what you do it. She ain't got nothing. Absolute Natasha. What's up with the real Dolly? Betty can count on Tyrone. What's up? Trudy, you remember that shit? That was crazy. Man, but this lady Betty has lost her mind. We see her now on YouTube. She's now getting sued twice. She's literally said that she's going to go to the police station in Hawkins County and demand, Karen-like, that Summer Wells is dead. How disrespectful is that? Here's the thing. When it comes to these tragedy pimps, I've been telling you guys, making the videos is all good and stuff, but that shit is getting boring to me. I want like live debates. I want to go places. We brought you guys the place in Florida that has all those sex offenders. It's a sex offender island. I like going places and getting the action and bringing the footage. I'm over doing the videos. I want live debates. I want to debate these people, or I want to go to them. So before I lose my voice, this Karen, BHB, she goes to the city hall all the time, okay, in Sarasota, and she does all type of Karen things. I want to go there and just push back. I want to go there and be like, people, is it my turn? And I just want to speak and just make this lady look great and record it. This is more enjoyable for me to make a video. Like, could you imagine her face if she sees me? Because everything I'm telling you, you'll see on the video. Like, it's the lady that you see on the internet is not it doesn't work like that. These people are fake as fuck. What I need you guys to remember, whoever watches this video, what you see on the internet, I don't play a character. I think it's stupid. Okay. I think it's stupid. I don't play a character. This is me in real life. This is me all the time. Okay. What you see is what you get. Right. But a lot of these people either play characters or are just fraudulent. I hate that shit. Right. But what I hope you get from this live is these people, when it comes to me, if I could prove just one thing to you and make you see the light on one example with these people, then why? Ask yourself why you watch their lives regarding a missing child. A lot of people get mad. White boy, did you watch this? Did you watch this? No. I don't watch these people. I am fortunate and grateful to have people who do watch the lives and they tell me like a detailed report. I love you if you do that for me. I love you. I'm too much of a hater to give one view. I don't like them. And they're fake. You could listen to all this. You can ignore it and then go back to the chat. But why? I just don't understand people sometimes. I don't care who you watch. It doesn't mean I'm not aggravated at it. But it's just weird to me. I'll never do it, man. Look, my voice is going, peeps, man. I don't even know how much longer I could talk. We're going on 3 hours. Holy shit. Anybody who become a member, man, I appreciate it. I had a lot to talk about tonight, guys. Thank you. Hey, look, the members, man, I appreciate my members. I appreciate you guys. I always try to tell people to hit the members, man, because God damn, what is this? What is this shit? All right. Okay, Noel says show the pics. What pics? Please show the pics. Where they at, babe? Twitter? I know Noel's want me to show something, so let me see what she said. Where are they at? Where are they at? Oh, okay. Okay, I know what she wanted me to show. So here goes Doug. No thanks. Wait, hold on. Look at that neck piece, gobble piece. Cottage cheese around the neck piece. Have an ass. What kind of neck is that? Look at that neck. Wedding pig breakfast after jail pig. Cat watching you. All right, what is this? Okay, but look at the neck though. Look at Doug. Let me set up a fight in a ring in Cali, or I have West Coast Jiu-Jitsu in Ventura. I'll break your face. You and Jimmy, you pussy. LOL. Seriously, you know I'll hurt you, Doug. You embarrassed yourself. Like so he's texting Noel this when he's had my number the whole time. Like, dude, you embarrassed yourself. Look at this shit. This guy embarrassed himself. All right. This was over me playing the Don Wells recording. He got all butthurt. Consider yourself reported. I'm 1,000% bitch. You know who is this babe? Oh, this is Doug. This is Doug. This is Doug as well. Look at this. 3:27 a.m. All right, hold on. Let me. Okay, the wedding pics you said. This was when I got out of jail. Or was this at? This was Waffle House, maybe. Yeah, Waffle House. Oh no, that was it was Waffle House. So this was the night that BHB says I'm beating up Noel. Stop it. Chronicles of Olivia. This is when BHB looks me. We get around the shots, and she says, I forget what the hell I asked her. She looks at me. She's like, at least 6 shots in. She goes, I swear on Jesus Christ. Jesus, you strike me dead right now if I'm lying. She looks at me and goes like this. I ain't had dick in 6 months. I'm like, what the fuck? And then Noel and her hit the bathroom. But look at her. Does this look like somebody that was so she's just as much as an advocate as Cher is. So she doesn't have any receipts, but these are my receipts from that night. She's claiming that I beat up Noel this night. I had this beat up Noel. Noel's laughing in this picture. Everyone's having a grand time, as well as this one. Now, following this, the transvestite in the back there did all type of shenanigans. And to make her even more fraudulent, BHB is a QAnon believer. Personally, I don't believe in QAnon, but she is a QAnon believer. Was that Littles? Oh, Sassy's Sarah's cat is watching me. That's fucking cool as shit. That's cool as shit. So, BHB is a QAnon believer. Okay. Chronicles of Olivia is a liberal, die-hard liberal. There's videos on her TikTok where she's like, keep politicians out of my... If I wanted to... I would screw a politician if I wanted them in my body. My women, my rights, the abortion thing, whatever your stance on that is. You got a QAnon person and a liberal. That doesn't like, you cannot put those two at the table without them killing each other. So that shit is fake. What you see is a fake relationship. I will say Chronicle's mom is a good woman, patriot. But look, people, I can't even talk. I got to get off this thing. I'm going to be going live more than once a week, y'all, because I just can't do it. There's too many shenanigans. I love everybody. Oh, somebody come. Thank you, Nene. I do. The writing under each picture. I did. I read it. I read it. Yeah, it's crazy. I did. All right, I'll go back to it. Sassy Sarah's cat. I waited hours that morning at the jail for Matt to be released. Does this look like someone who's trying to kill me? That man fucking loves me, and I'm blessed to be his wife. Listen, these people are a joke. Thank you for the pictures, babe. I love you. I love my wife. People know that we're happy. My wife is always in my live streams, vice versa. We always post stuff on social media. My wife's face is always available. You know, the whole I'm on drugs thing. I have hours and hours and hours of lives and videos. When has anybody said I'm nodding out or on drugs? And stop it, man. You guys are desperately reaching, but I enjoy it. And thank you for this, because each and every one of you have inserted yourself in Summerwell's case. And each and every one of you hide and don't own your own personal mistakes in life. Like, just imagine if you just give me this much. Just imagine if you just owned your harassment. You would take everything that I have over here away. But that's why it's so easy for me on you, because you're so big-headed on this YouTube thing. You'll always deny it. But the more that you do that, the more that you point at me, the more your credibility goes down. You don't ever have receipts. You don't ever have anything. And I treat the family with respect. If we really think about this, we know that you're jelly. We know that you're jelly. I've read you guys' text messages to Don Wells. There's a lot I'm not saying, because I got to keep the content going. I run circles around you people. You idiot creators. It's too easy. It's too easy. But I love my subscribers. Look, y'all, my voice is going. I can't even I got to get off. We're going live twice a week, guys. It is what it is. I love you guys. I got to get out of here. Until the next one.